welcome everyone. I'm gonna go quick here. Yeah, this time we should be working fine. Welcome to Reckless Rolling, and just as last time, if you did, because of the mess up with Twitch, we are sorry and not having a recording. So this week it will be on Twitch for the whole week, right away, right after the stream ends. So if you do leave, feel free to come back in and watch it later. Okay, so last week, just as a recap here. So last week we had our fine adventurers, Strife, Strife, Esta, and Lincoln. They had entered the town of Fallkirk. They met the mayor and were tasked with finding some missing people. Along with a couple other people the mayor had hired, which were Nessie and Tally. Tally? Sorry. My bad. And then, along the way, as they were talking to the townspeople and, trying to figure out where the missing people were, or maybe had they run away, whatever, they met Seeker here, a tiefling who was sort of looking around for something else. And then they found a tunnel in a house right across from one of the towers, like the watchtowers in the city wall. Entering the tunnel, they went down, disarming some traps. Lincoln found a sort of a second passage off on one side. And then they exited the tunnel at the far end, right beside a camp of some soldiers of some sort, where they found the two of the missing people, the third one, a third missing person as well, but that person was dead, hanging from a tree. They sort of tricked the camp to trap them and sort of push them over, and after a long battle, they have just defeated the camp with a captain there with a little bit of a backstab. He sort of gave them some gold. So Seeker had just picked up had just recently received a bag of some gold, and then cast a. What do you? Cast a spell killing the captain, but unfortunately he had destroyed some of the gold. So, Seeker, you had a bag with that was mostly destroyed with about 80 gold, sort of just fallen out into under your hand. About another 10 gold that were just melted. It's just like melted together. So we'll start off with Seeker and the rest of the group. What would you guys like to continue doing?
Did we loot his body?
You have not.
Remember. Oh, I think we should start with looting the body.
Agreed.
Okay.
Body is.
All right. So, are you guys? Let's do a bit of a. Who's the two people? I'm gonna have two of you lead as the main sort of people searching. Can I get two volunteers? Okay, Tally and Seeker. Okay. Can I get each of you to roll investigation for me?
Alright, I should be good at this. Non-natural 20.
Okay.
Sorry.
That'll be fine.
Pulling out mine.
So you guys rolled for everyone. Just was easier this way. So you guys, of course, you found Seeker. You found the 80 gold left from the bag. The guy had another 10 gold was on the ground below you melted. On the captain himself, you guys found a short sword of some kind. It seems to have a sort of like a power emanating from it. You can tell just when you touched it. You also found a short bow on one of the soldiers, and the other one had a broken short bow. It looks like he fell on the bow, breaking it. You also found a large 50-foot rope. 6 other sort of short swords, very regular short swords lying on the ground, and some rations and water skins. I am going to post this for you guys in our new dropped items chat in the Discord, just so you have it. And so that's all you guys found. Oh, and you also found 35 gold, 18 silver, and 6 copper on the dead people.
6 copper?
Yes. So, after that extensive search, what would you guys like to do?
We need to go back to the mayor and get our reward for finding the dead people.
And
Well, 2
some
people were
living.
alive, and 1 was dead. So, does one of you or 2 of you want to go over to the 2 people that were alive? They're still hiding over by that tree where Strife had left them.
I'll head over there.
I'm gonna go over to the dead guy and pull him down from the tree.
Okay. So you
I'll go
basically go over
towards
there and
the
just cut
alive
the rope.
people.
All right, and Lincoln, you walk over to the dead people. Or
No, the
sorry, the
alive
alive
people.
people. My apologies. They are not dead. And so.
Thank God.
Yeah. So you walk over at the forest. They're just sort of like still hiding behind a tree. You walk over. Do you want to say anything to assure them? Like, because they're still like hiding behind a tree. You don't really see them. They are trying to keep out of sight, but you see like a wisp of the blonde hair behind a bush.
Okay, I'll just say, hey, it's okay. We're here to help. We're not gonna hurt you. Everything's cool. Let's get you back to your families.
As you say that, the 2 people stand up. You see again sort of a young boy and a young girl. They go sort of in unison. They're like, okay, thank you. And the other was like, thanks, sir. Thank you.
Great.
Okay, so they walk over with you back to the rest of you. Are you guys wanting to head back in the tunnel now, or?
Do I need to do a strength check for getting that body, or am I just good with that?
Nope, you easily just cut him down. It was just a rope,
Okay.
so you just take out a dagger and slice it down.
Okay.
Did you want to drag the body back with you?
I'll put him over my shoulder and carry him back.
Okay, now you do a strength check for me.
Okay.
Actually, no, do a constitution check. Are you able to
Okay.
carry him for that long?
Okay. Hold on.
Wait, so are we going back to the mayor, or are we gonna go into the passage and go down the other tunnel?
Well, we would probably want to get these people back to the city first.
That's where we
Oh,
came
this is
from.
what we were looking for.
I got a 16 on that roll.
Okay, you were able to sort of throw him over your shoulder and walk him down with you. You should be fine if you guys head straight back. Otherwise, you might need to put him down.
I think he's already been put down.
Okay, so you guys head back into the tunnel. As you guys are walking down the tunnel, you all gingerly sort of step over that one trap that you had found earlier. You walk down a little bit farther. You're right now beside that sort of passageway that was going the other direction. Are you guys taking that route, or are you going straight back to the mayor?
I want to get the people back to their families / mayor, so I'll just go right the way we came from.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys start heading back into the town. You sort of exit the tunnel. You head up into the little abandoned house. As you are exiting out of the house, you walk back out onto the street. You do notice. Can I get 2 people to roll a perception for me?
I'll roll.
I'll roll 2.
All right, so my perception roll is 7.
Hold on. 9.
Okay, so as you guys exit, you do notice that that it's still mostly empty there. It does look like you do see a couple guards walking across the ramparts at the top, which you hadn't noticed before in that area. But as you sort of take it out, nothing sort of sparks your interest, so you walk back towards the town hall. In tow with you, of course, so the 2 people, Gavin and Lena, and you head back to the mayor, and you're back at the town hall entrance, and again, there's that guard at the front. He's like, "How can I help you guys?"
We want to see the mayor.
The mayor's, oh, hold on. And he sort of sticks his head back in and yells, "Hey, is the mayor in?" And just a minute goes by and you see the mayor come out. He's like, "Oh, you guys, you're back. And I see you found 2 of the people. Excellent." Sort of went banging there. Excellent. I do. Is that the guard? And
Yep.
he looks over and he's like, "Oh, it's a shame. I was really hoping you guys would have found them all. But okay. So please, Nina, Gavin, why don't you 2 head back to your parents?" And he goes, "Why don't the rest of you come into the town hall for me for a minute, and I'll find you that gold." So
Okay,
you
sounds
guys
good.
all walk in. Strife still carrying the body, and the guard's like, looks at you. He's like, I'll take him for you." And you pass him over to him. The guard walks off with the body. As you guys are sort of standing around the mayor's desk, he's opening up his safe under his desk. You see him sort of sitting there for a minute, spinning the little wheel, and he comes back out and he goes, "Okay, so, who are you?" And he looks at Seeker.
Hi, I'm Sika. Just kind of found me and I decided to help out. So here I am.
"Oh, okay. Well then, and he's like, "So here's and he,
I heard we were getting 120 gold each.
roll a persuasion for me."
Okay.
7.
7. Okay, luckily it's not under 5. So he looks at you for a minute and he goes, "I'll tell you what. I'll give you 120 gold. Why not? You've done us a good job." So he looks. He starts dishing out, and so each of you are getting. It'd be 120 per person that you brought back. So each of you will get 240 gold. He overlooked the fact that you 2 were only supposed to get 100. So he also threw in. He goes, I would like to thank you all for, saving the guard as much as you could of him. Tomorrow is our harvest festival. Why don't you stay at the inn tonight on my account, on the town, for the town at the tavern here, and tomorrow why don't you guys enjoy yourself at the harvest festival and have a good time. As a thank you, we'll treat you well.
Before
much gold
we
was
do
it?
that, I want to talk to him about this cult thing that's going on. I think it's kind of important.
Go ahead.
You know how
what do
we-
you want to say?
We need to add the gold to your.
I want to tell him about the thing that's happening.
Could you help her show the
No, I
Oh,
did it
okay.
already.
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to
Yeah,
talk
what
to
are
him?
you saying?
Okay. Look, we came here originally because we were sent here by the mayor of the other town. There was
Captain Alistair, yes.
this underground cult just ransacked the city in secret and killed everybody. Okay, and they're doing the same thing here. And he sent us to warn you. That's the priority here. And they might even strike at tomorrow's festival. You have to make sure you get your most loyal guards, that you trust to, protect people or whatever you do as the mayor here. This is important because we saw the same stuff down in that cavern where we just went down to save these people. It's the same thing happening. They got this spell with these ingredients, and they're messing people up down there. And you got to do something, Mayor. Okay, this is important shit.
Would you roll persuasion for me?
Oh,
Or you can roll intimidation if you want. You seem to be
Aggressive.
Aggressive? Yes.
Intimidation?
Yeah, if you want.
Can I roll for both?
Well, let's choose one for now.
Okay, I'm gonna choose intimidation then.
Okay,
19.
19. As you're sort of saying this to him, you put like a hand on the desk, sort of getting up in his face. He sort of takes a step
Can
back.
I learn a bit more about the atmosphere? Like, is he a big guy or is he like kind of a small, like fat dude, or like what's he about?
So previously I had mentioned he is a bit more like sort of rounded in the middle of the chest area. You know, you can tell he's definitely got a little bit of weight on him. I wouldn't say he's tall, but he's a good 5'11".
Oh, so he's taller than me.
Yes, but
But he's not strong. He's kind of just fat.
no, you can tell that he's definitely that sort of like he's been the mayor for probably
Fat,
a
strong.
long time. So he's been sitting a lot. You know, he eats a lot of good food. You can sort of imply that from the way
So
he sits.
intimidating him wouldn't be difficult.
No,
Okay, cool.
yeah, you
Give him a
only needed a 10 roll for intimidation. He
Okay.
is the mayor, so he does have some sort of strength in that regard. But intimidation works, right? So, so he looks at it and he goes, you know, I didn't think of it that way. I will double the guard and I'll put more watches around. Don't you worry, we will take care of this. Anything
Okay,
else?
good, because this is really important, or else your whole town's gonna just get wrecked. Okay.
I understand. I will definitely. I'll pull something.
You know what, sir? I really hope you do, or else you're probably gonna die.
Okay, you need to calm down.
Okay, so he sort of sits down thinking for a second, then he like pulls out a piece of paper and he starts writing something down on it, and he pulls out another one. He's trying to write down. He goes, "I have to go take these to the watch now. Unless you guys need anything else."
Yeah, that guard that died, does he have a family?
Pardon, sorry.
The guard that died, does he have a family?
I don't know, to be honest. You'd have to ask the captain of the guard. He sort of manages the guards a bit more. Most of the guards come from Starguard. They're sort of a group, sort of military, all grouped
So
together.
you guys don't mind if we go and stop and see that guard captain?
No, feel free. Feel free. Go see the guard.
I
And...
was actually asking the
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, no problem. And he starts to walk towards the door, and he goes, "When you guys leave, if you could just close the outside door on your way out."
No.
And he
Absolutely, we will absolutely close the door on our way out, sir.
and he closes the door as he walks out. So you guys can keep chatting. Do you guys want to leave?
Wait, are we outside of the building now?
Nope, you're still in his
No,
office.
he left.
He left.
He left. Okay. Oh, let's search his room. I don't trust him.
But see, he has more gold.
Okay.
It's one of my character flaws that I don't trust anybody. So this fits.
Okay. Roll
I'm gonna search his
investigation.
room. Okay. Ooh, that's bad.
Is he rolling that forever?
I
Like,
got 7.
I would like to assist you because Seeker just likes to investigate stuff.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
you can also roll Secret. That'll be for the group.
Oh, I was gonna give him advantage, but okay.
Okay, yeah, have advantage then, Frost, if you want.
That makes me get to roll twice, right?
Yeah,
Yep. Choose the
Okay.
higher one.
Okay.
Don't screw
Oh,
up.
that's way better. 19.
19. Okay,
Yeah.
so you start looking around the room. It's not a very large room. I would say, it's a good sized office, probably like 20 feet by like 10 feet. Some bookcases on the back wall. A couple shelves that have papers sort of piled in it. As you look through the papers, you guys see that, it's like orders for, wine, some bricks to rebuild one of the sort of supply rooms on the tower, on the walls. Sort of what you'd expect to see in a mayor's office. You do see, as you're like opening one of his desk drawers, he's actually got another 3 golds just sort of sitting there. you could take that.
I'm
if
not
you
a
want.
thief. I'm not gonna take that. That's fine. You can
He's
have
got
it.
some stamps. Looks like for like royal orders, and there's a little seal there with a wax candle beside it. You know, nothing stands out really obvious or strange to you. There is a safe below his desk, but it's locked.
Who's with me in the room here?
Everyone's still there.
Everyone.
That's a really
Okay,
big
does
room.
one of you want to try to lockpick this thing?
Yeah, like is it the safe like with the dial, or is it like
Yeah, it's a safe with a turn of a dial, and then a handle to open it.
Does any of you,
about that.
do any of you have skills with that?
I mean, I don't know. There are lockpicks, but I don't know how it
I don't know
works.
if my thieves kit would have anything. with
I
it.
would throw it under lockpicking, but
Okay.
it's not really that way. It would probably be more like sleight of hand, but it's like the same check. So
Hmm,
Well, if
I
one of
could
you has
try.
the ability to take that on, that'd be
I
great.
can try it.
Anyone can try technically.
Yeah.
But do we need to have a certain skill to be better at it?
If you're proficient in lockpicking or like thieves' tools, you can add your proficiency.
The
bonus.
sleight of
Otherwise,
hand
it's
for
just a
people who have
dex check.
dexterity. Would it be sleight of hand?
yeah, I'm doing it
Sleight
as
of
sleight of
hand.
hand.
I have really bad sleight of hand, so that shouldn't be me.
Okay, well, first you need to tell us what all you're seeing around here. Well, you're the
Oh, I
front
have to
desk
tell
guy.
you? Yeah, I just told you. I said, hey, there's a...
Well,
There's a
I
safe
rolled
under
as
here. Who
like
can-
most of you guys were checking the room together, so you guys sort of saw this.
Okay, well then, can I just swipe that 3 gold? I mean, I am a thief.
If you the 3 gold, yeah, sure, you can swipe the 3 gold if you like.
Well, hold on. Does he has to make sure he doesn't do it with me seeing, because I'm lawful good. If I see him do that, I'm going to be really pissed off at him.
Roll
Okay, well-
roll sleight of hand then, Strife.
Okay.
Frost, what's your
Well,
passive
would you
perception?
roll
19.
perception? Yeah.
Pardon,
We'll have
sorry,
to roll,
Strife, what
sorry?
did you roll?
I got a 19.
19. What's your passive perception there, Lincoln?
What? Where do you find passive? Oh, 12 passive.
12? Okay, so you did not see Strife take it. Okay, so, Strife, are you trying to open this safe?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay, so
You
can
roll
I
for
get you
another sleight of hand?
to... I'm going to have you roll sleight of hand for this, I guess. I don't know, it's the closest to lockpicking, but not quite the same.
I only got 6.
6. So you're sort of spinning it. You put your ear up against it, trying to like gently move the lock until you hear it click, and you think you got the numbers. You thought you heard the click, and you try to pull the handle. It doesn't work. You try again. Still not working. What would you guys like to do?
Are only one of us allowed to try it, or how does that work?
I'll usually allow 1 or 2. I'm not going to keep going and going until it works.
For sure. I have -1, so if anyone has better than that, they should probably try.
I'll try.
Okay, go ahead. D20, and then your sleight of hand.
Natural 20 plus 2.
Okay, so natural 20. So
Nice work. Nice work.
you see this
I
large
like dinosaur cup.
dinosaur creature walk up and just like slide down ear against it and just spin it really quickly. It looks like the lock was actually just set to 111. And you just opened it right away. You should mod her.
That's what I was gonna ask.
So you instantly open it up. Inside, you see another couple bags of gold, or coins of some kind that you can feel it as you clink it when you open it. You also you see a couple more papers in there. As you look at it, one of them is like a deed to a house. Another one is another deed to like the city. One is like an award or like an accommodation. So it's signed by the former king of Palgrim, which is the kingdom you guys are in, just as a reminder. So that's all you sort of see in the safe. It looks like it mostly is holding the coin.
Sorry. So what is it exactly?
Gold and
It's gold. Okay.
yeah, gold, some silver. If you're looking at it, it's about another 600 gold. There's about 150 silver, and that's the majority of the coins.
Okay, is it just money?
Just money. There's two
Okay, we're not
deeds.
gonna steal from the mayor, guys. That's ridiculous. Put it back. That's not what we're here for.
2 deeds and a letter thanking him for his service from the king, the former king.
What are the deeds
Okay.
to?
A house and to the city,
Can I try snatching that gold when he's not looking?
city hall.
I'm gonna make sure that they put it back. Like I'm gonna make sure that the door closes.
Yeah,
with
we'll
all the
shut
money.
it and lock it.
Okay, so roll your sleight of hand with
Okay.
disadvantage.
With what?
Disadvantage. So you roll twice and get the lowest.
It was 4 each time, like 8 each
So-
time.
As you sort of reach in, the door just like slams and like sort of hits your hand a little bit out of the way as it's being slammed shut. And you didn't grab anything,
Okay.
unfortunately.
So we're ready to go, guys?
Yeah, I guess you guys want to head out?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
So like we have all that loot from the guys we killed. Are we gonna split that or?
Why didn't you just...
I personally don't really care about any of it.
Me either.
Okay, so I care about it. So
I guess Esther wants the magical short sword. You guys can take that up with her.
Ooh, I also wanted.
Me too.
Magical.
I think
Ooh.
at least 3 of us want it. So it's a magical short sword.
Okay. I'll let you guys figure out what you want to do there. Do you want to just keep talking about it in the mayor's office? Do you want to
Rock, paper, scissors?
go to the tavern and get some rooms, or what would you like to do?
I'd like to stop at the guard.
What time is it?
Where the
It is nearing dusk, so I would say it's fall, so it's probably about 6 or 7 almost. You guys have spent most of the day sort of going across the tunnel and back.
Do we want to check out the other passageway?
Well, hold on. I'm pretty weak. Like I'm pretty low hit points and stuff. I don't think I
Oh
can.
right, you almost died like twice.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd like a long rest if possible.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Okay, so you guys want to head back to the tavern then?
It's fine.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sure.
I agree with that.
All right, so as you guys head back across the again, you can see. You remember that the tavern was across the town hall there, or the town sort of square. Sorry. You see again the sign of a cat with a little like sword, and it says Armed Cat's Tavern. As you enter, it is dinner time, so it's a little bit packed. There's a couple sort of free tables around the corners there. And this little short dwarf woman runs by again and goes, "Oh, you're back! You're back! Welcome! Are you here for dinner, or do you need a room?"
We're here as per the mayor. He says that we can stay here for free. So we're just here for all the things basically.
Oh yes, Mayor Neely stopped by a few minutes ago. He mentioned that. Were you all wanting one room? Did you each want a room? How would you like to do this? I do have about 5 rooms free at the moment.
I would like my own room.
I'd like my own room too.
I'd like my own room.
Uh,
I really don't care.
I don't want to be in a room with that guy. He's gonna take all my stuff.
Yeah.
I only have 5 rooms. Unfortunately, one of you or 2 of you are gonna have to bunk up. I'll let you guys take care of that. Give me a moment. I'll grab some keys. And she sort of scurries off for a second, and she comes back. And she goes here, and she sort of like puts out 5 keys.
I take one.
I grab one as well.
I'll take one.
I go ahead and take one.
Okay. And she just hands one over to sort of towards Seeker or towards Esta. Which one of you?
Oh, I already said I take one.
Who's frozen on my screen? Oh, okay, you already take one? Okay. Sorry, you froze on my screen for a second.
That's okay.
She goes, okay, if you need anything, I'm Annie. We have dinner being served, so you're welcome. Go up to your rooms, relax for a bit, come back down. We serve dinner until about 9, a couple more hours.
Could I just have dinner now and then head up to bed?
Sure, no problem. Just grab a seat.
I will, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else joining him for dinner, or?
Yeah, let's have like a group dinner. Let's do it.
Yeah, with
Okay.
yeah.
So as you guys are all sort of sitting down, you do notice again the bustling of the tavern. There's quite a couple families sort of sitting at a couple booths. There's a couple of people up at the bar just sort of drinking a beer. 2 other sort of men just walk in and sort of look around and grab a table. You guys sort of sit down at one of the tables there. It's missing, it doesn't have enough chairs for one of you, so one of you grabs another chair from another table and sits down. The lighting, sort of, you're looking at it, sort of a candlelit sort of room, lots of little candles lying around. It's a little bit dim in a couple of the corners. Do you guys want a well-lit table, or do you want one that's more darker?
Well,
I
lit
have dark vision. I don't care.
Yeah, ditto.
Yes, well, it.
Okay, so you guys just pull into one that's sort of a little bit dim, not too bad. Sort of in one of the corners. What would you like to do? In a minute,
I really
Andy will
would
walk
like
by.
to
She
speak
goes,
with the town guard.
pardon, sorry?
I really would like to speak with the head guard.
Okay.
I'm saying that to the rest of the people.
When do you want to do that? Tomorrow after we wake up or what?
I don't know. I just want to speak to him about the guard that we found.
Okay. Do you want to go find him now, or like what priority is this
Well,
to
let's
you?
eat, and then we can go look for him.
Okay, I will not because I'm afraid I'll die. But I will eat and I'll go to sleep, and you guys can do that without me if you want, or you can wait till
Or
tomorrow.
anybody else with me?
Why not?
Okay.
Kill
Sorry.
myself. DM's not allowed to die.
Okay. Well, let's just order food then.
Okay. As you guys were talking, Annie, the innkeeper, she sort of comes over for a second, sees you're all sort of in a deep discussion, walks away, helps someone else, comes back. She goes, what would you guys like? Our special today is a stew. We also have a vegetable soup, and we also have a little roast chicken. What would you guys like?
I'll have a roast chicken.
What's in the stew?
It's a lamb stew.
You really like the soup-based products here, don't ya?
So you guys can order whatever you
I
want.
want the stew.
It's on the house. The mayor's paying for it.
Stew.
Stew.
Okay.
I'll have the chicken.
Okay. So I think all of you ordered now, so she runs off. None of you wanted drinks. She comes as she's bringing stuff back. There's some bread.
Some vodka.
Potato juice.
I was gonna suggest that we drink for the sword, or like some other sort of game. Since so many of us want it.
Yay.
That's a good idea.
No, that's just gonna lose this.
So
I mean, like I will say, in like I don't know how we measure this, but as soon as I get a little bit stronger, level 3, I won't need this anymore. So like maybe I could have it for a little bit, and then someone else can have it later, or. I'm fine to play for it.
I'm just gonna eat my dinner and like go to bed. Like I don't care about any of this.
So, what do you want to play for it?
do you
I
guys
don't know. I don't really know any games.
do you want to do a drinking
But
game?
yeah, so what do you think?
You want to drink
You
for
guys-
it?
you guys
Last one sitting.
Like a roulette game.
I'd rather not be here all night.
Yeah, could be a
Okay.
while if we do drinking games, you know.
You guys could do You guys could maybe ask the innkeeper for like a deck of cards or something.
No, 3 shots. One of the shots. 2 of the shots have like a makes people go to sleep. Real
I would
fast.
do a Constitution check. So you guys roll until someone can't get a 10. Whoever gets under a 10 sort of fails and you're out. You guys want to do that?
That'd be good.
So, sorry, you might not have heard that. If you want to do like a drinking game, we can do it. You roll a Constitution check. If you're under a 10, you're out. And we go until only one person's left.
Can I do it?
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down.
So, you guys sort of flag over the innkeeper, and you're like, you guys ask for like a couple bottles of. You guys want vodka, whiskey?
Vodka.
Vodka? Okay. So she comes back with a couple of bottles and she goes, enjoy! And a couple of shot glasses for you all. So, whoever is going for this sword, roll a d20 and add your constitution.
Is this a saving throw, or is this just a straight check?
Just a straight constitution check.
Okay.
10.
10? So you're good?
18.
Okay. Anyone under 10?
Yep.
Okay, so you all sort of take a swig of vodka, and one of you pours out another set of glasses, and let's go again.
So who's actually competing? Me, Polly, Esta.
Yeah,
Where's my chicken?
it's been served. Go ahead, roll again.
18.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural.
She got a 7. She lost.
All right, so on the second shot, Esta throws one back, and then all of a sudden you just see her face goes like pale, and she's looking at it. She just like runs outside of the building for a second. You don't know why, but probably to,
Striker's gonna mutter to himself, she never could buy hold of liquor. Kind of throwing out a hint that he might that he knew her before. If anybody wants to hear that.
All lightweights.
Okay, so it's down to Tally and Seeker.
So I don't eat the soup.
Another 2
Okay.
shots are poured.
17.
Non-natural 20 again.
Discord's freezing on us a bit here. Okay, so another two pairs more shots are sort of full. This time, because you guys are getting there a little bit higher, we're going to go for anyone under 15.
Oh, God.
Or highest roll, if you both go under 15.
Okay. 16.
16?
I
And
failed.
you failed?
I want to use prestidigitation and make a odd odor, a bad odor right underneath Tali's nose, see if I can make him throw up.
Okay.
So,
What sort of check would
that's
that
just
be?
rude.
I don't know.
I don't even know what that would be. Precipitation. I guess maybe do a survival check. Yeah. I don't know what else you'd put that under. Or constitution check again.
Another constitution?
Yeah.
What's
Can you
it?
handle it? What's your spell save? Seeker.
My spell save. Oh, I don't know.
I think if you go to spells. You're 14.
I don't think any of my spells cause a saving throw.
I
I
know,
don't
but I'm
think
just
that's
trying to figure out what to
actually
do, how to treat it. Oh, you got a natural
I
20.
win.
You got a natural 20.
14. Oh,
Doesn't matter.
And you get the sword.
So you have this strong odor come up, and you just like, and you pour another shot and just swig one back.
You're like, oh, did I fart?
Okay, so whoever was carrying the sword passes it off to Tally. I don't actually know who picked up the swords.
It was.
Just say it was me.
It was
Okay.
both of us that did the check.
Okay.
So.
What would you guys like to do? You guys want to call it for the night, or?
I'm gonna go ahead and go see about that guard. The
Okay.
head
I'm
guard.
gonna go sleep.
Lincoln, did you already up to bed?
I'm gonna say I just finished my dinner, and now I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody and walk up to bed.
Okay. So Strife will come back to you. Esta, are you going up to bed, or you going with Strife, or you want to sit down in the bar more? You're gonna go with Strife. Okay. You two, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go
Oh.
sleep.
Want to go to my room?
Okay. And Seeker, what were you up to?
I'm going with Strife.
Okay. So, as you guys, you like Arctic Storm bot there, Lincoln? You like the bot name? Simple.
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys, the rest of you head up to bed. Strife, Esta, Seeker, how do you guys want to do this? You just want to start heading towards one of the guard towers?
I would assume the northern guard tower is where the head of the guard would be.
Yes, that was provided last time.
I was about to ask because I have a feature from my background.
Yes, you would know that, Seeker. You would know that the
Yeah.
guard captain would be at the north tower. Yes.
I confirmed with
I just thought of that as you were saying it.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys go out, Seeker, can I also have you roll a perception check for me?
Sure. Not good. 9. My
9?
passive is higher.
Okay. Your passive is higher? That might come into play. Anyhow, so you guys start heading towards the northern guard tower. You walk across the sort of square of the town. It's mostly empty now. You guys were sort of there for a couple hours, eating dinner and taking shots. So it's pretty dark out now. A couple lanterns lighting the area. As you guys are walking down the steps towards the northern tower, it's getting larger and larger, and all of a sudden you're there. It's sort of just appeared out of nowhere for you. There's a couple guards sort of sitting by the gate at that tower. Do you guys want to approach them, or do you want to just sort of try and walk towards the door right in the middle of the tower? What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna go for the door.
You want to go straight for the door?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys walk up, you sort of pull on the door, it swings open, and there's a couple guards just sitting there at the table, eating some food. And they just sort of, like, mid-bite with, like, a leg of a chicken or something, a chicken leg or something, and they're just like, "Can we help you?" And,
Yes, I'm looking for the captain of the guard.
he's like, he might be up in the office if you go up one flight, but it's a bit late. He may have gone to bed.
Can I, upon hearing that, go back out and just fly up to the window on that floor and knock on it?
Sure.
That's not going to raise any alarms.
Hey, I'm at shop.
So while they're doing that, all of a sudden you just sort of fly up and knock on a window. It is dark inside. You don't really see anything there. You knock, and actually the knocking of the window gets heard downstairs where Strife is, and Esta. And the guard's like, he's like, I'll be back. And he walks up and he sees you like floating there, and he's like, "What?"
Didn't you say this was where the captain was?
And he's looking at you for a second, and he's like, I thought you were down there. And he opens the window, and he's like, it looks like the captain's not here. He's probably at his home for the night.
I figured that when you opened the window, not the captain.
Yeah. You can fly? That's so weird.
You didn't see the giant wings?
No, you were sort of through the door before. I didn't really see you come all the way in.
So, where is his house? We really
Hey,
need to
what's
talk
going
about.
on there? His house. He's sort of on the east edge of the town. You probably don't want to bother him at night, though. He's
I want
in
to
bed.
flash my badge.
You want to flash your badge? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a badge. Is it? Yeah. I think I remember that now. Yes. So you show him the badge. He goes, okay. I guess, yeah. Just it's the red bricked house. About 7 houses down on the east side there.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night. Enjoy
Okay.
your chicken.
And he goes back downstairs and he's.
So I'm gonna glide down.
He sort of ignores Strife and Esta sitting there, and he just sort of. Your friend's outside, and he goes right back to his chicken leg.
Okay. I just kind of
You
walk
guys
out.
coming?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get any information?
Yep. I'm just gonna lead them. I'm not gonna tell them the information. I'm just gonna lead them to the house.
Leave the door.
Okay. So as you start walking down, you sort of counting the houses. You said it was about 7. You see the red bricked house. There's a couple, like one of the windows is lit, and you can't really see in there. There's some bushes and hedges in the way, but you can sort of see just like the top of a window of this sort of 2-storied red brick house. A couple wood windows, a wood door there. You guys want to approach and knock, or?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys approach and knock, and a door opens, and it's this sort of really strong-looking man opens the door. He goes, "Can I help you?" He's about just like 6 foot tall, nice scruffy beard, little mustache with like curls.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the captain of the guard?
Yes, I am. I'm Captain Curtis. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here regarding the missing guard that we found deceased earlier.
Oh, that was you. I would like to thank you guys so much for that. I have been wondering for a while where he had gone. I'm so glad that you found him.
I was wanting to ask you about his family. Does he have one?
Pardon, sir?
Does he have a family still here in town?
Unfortunately, no. He's actually from Stargard. He was a transfer a couple of years ago. He hasn't really had any roots here in town, at least to my knowledge.
Okay, I was wanting to give half of my pay that I got here earlier to someone to help pay for whatever funeral expenses there may be.
That would be appreciated. We do have sort of a fund, a pool for our fallen comrades. I can add that to it if you like.
Yes, please. I'll just go ahead and hand that over to you.
Oh, thank you. He takes what you gave him. How much did you give him?
120 gold.
Okay.
A pool express.
Oh, jeez.
What happened?
Okay, that concludes my business with you.
Okay.
I show my badge again.
Yeah.
I'm not flashing anybody, just the badge. And I just say, so I'm looking for someone from Graylin. You may have heard there was some problems with city defenses, and the person who caused it may be roaming the countryside doing that to other cities. So, do you have any information about any
Graylin.
tieflings?
Graylin, you mean up in Gerhardt? Graylin, yeah. A tiefling nearby? I don't think I've seen one. You see him sitting there for a minute, sort of collecting his thoughts, and he goes, there may have been one that came through a couple days ago. I think she went south, I think it was a she. But I'm not 100%. You'd have to maybe, the southern gate would know for sure if you really want to double check that.
The south gate.
Yeah, they would keep a tally of who left through the gate.
Would they have people there right now, or?
Of course, there should always be people at each of the gates. Just tell them Captain Curtis sent you. They'll provide you whatever you need.
Captain what?
Curtis. C-U-R-T-I-S.
Like the dead people car?
C-U-R-T-I-S. Captain Curtis.
Oh, Curtis. I heard hearse.
Oh.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Sorry for interrupting your night.
Oh, no problem. I was just going to bed. But have a good night, all three of you. And thank you again for finding my guard,
Not a problem.
whose name I have actually forgotten.
My God.
Yeah, that's what it was, my guard. Okay. You guys are done. And what would you like to do? Would you like to head to the south gate or head back to the inn?
I'm gonna go there regardless.
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and stick along with Seeker.
Okay.
I really don't know what's going on here, but I'll just stick along.
I assume, Esther, you're joining them for that. So, as you guys are heading towards...
While we're walking along, I'm asking them, like, way too many questions. Just, like, I want to know everything about them.
Okay. As you guys are walking along... Let me just check something here. Your passive perception is 10, right?
Mine's 11.
Okay, so as you guys are walking along, you see a couple of guys just sort of standing along one of the walls. Right as you guys get close, Strife and all of you see it. They just sort of start walking towards you. It's two guys. They're sort of just, it looks like regular clothes, but one of them sort of like is limping, like he's got something attached to his leg. And they just sort of, right as you walk past, they start walking towards you. And they go to grab Seeker. Seeker, can I have you roll a strength check for me?
A strength check. Well, this is going to be bad. Not athletics, just strength.
Just strength.
8.
Well, if you want, you could do athletics. That's fine.
It's not much better. It's a 10.
10? Okay, so they grab you and they're like, "We got her," and they start pulling you away.
What, they said something?
As they grab you, they said, "We got her," and they start to pull you away.
Okay. Can I immediately grab a dagger and then, like, come back around swinging at them?
Okay. So you come at them with a dagger. Can I get you to roll an attack for me?
Yeah, like, as soon as they grab her, I'm just gonna kind of, like, grab a dagger and do like a little twirl behind, and
Okay.
then, like, come back at them with a dagger.
Roll
What do I
a
roll for that?
attack roll for me.
What?
Attack roll.
Okay. Roll again.
Save the Russian.
16.
16. That hits. And so, because I have no armor on. So you swing out with that dagger. Roll your normal dagger's attack. Did you throw it or did you just sort of swipe at them?
I just kind of, come around like in the park behind me.
Yeah.
Kind of like I'm holding it, like,
Okay.
kind of come around.
Yep.
Whichever one grabbed Seeker there.
Well, they sort of both grab
Well, I'm gonna
Seeker.
be-
So you're swiping at one of them, the closest one to you.
Okay.
Sort of on the right side of Seeker. Roll a damage roll for me.
Yep. On it.
Pretty sure it's a 1d6.
It's
1d4 plus 2.
Okay, it looks like I did 5 damage.
5 damage? So as you swipe out, you sort of swipe right across, and you actually end up nicking him right in the back of his neck, and you just see him fall, and he's down on the ground. The other one's still pulling. Esta, you do get a chance if you wanted to try and do something, but you're a little bit farther, so you'd have to sort of like quickly pull out your bow to shoot if you wanted to.
Sure. Let's shoot at the guy.
Okay.
Looks like she got a 19 before her modifier.
Okay, so that'll definitely be a hit.
Anyways, let's see. What's your? Hold on, let me find her. 8 plus 2 for damage. Okay.
6.
What?
6.
6 damage? Okay, so this time you sort of shoot, like you just sort of quickly whip out and shoot at him. It shoots and hits him in the shoulder. This time he doesn't go down though. And he's still pulling the Seeker away. Seeker, you can either try to do something or try to escape. It's up to you. If you try to escape, it's a strength.
Can I just start flying?
I forgot you are flying. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm just gonna start flying.
You still need to try and roll, get out of it, so we'll do another athletics check.
Okay. I'm so bad at this. 9?
So as you start to like swing up, he just sort of like yanks you back down. And you're still sort of like in the air a little bit, but you're being pulled still along.
Oh, I wanted to take him with me. Like, both of us go up.
Yeah, I know, but he pulled you back down as you were trying to fly away.
Damn.
Okay. As you're doing that, he goes, "She said you put up a fight. Let me be. Stop pulling."
Did he say she?
Yeah. Okay. Strife, what do you want to do? They are now, because of the sort of like the little bit of flight that had happened there, they're probably now about 15 feet
I'm
away
gonna go ahead
from
and
you.
try to tackle the one that's holding on to her now.
You want to grapple? Okay. So you're sort of running, and then you're going to jump and sort of grab them. So if you want to do a strength check, or you can do a dexterity check if you want. That's okay.
A dexterity check or
Yeah.
strength check? Which one?
Do dexterity because you're sort of more agile at trying to grab them.
Okay, what's mine? I only got like a 5.
A 5? So you sort of run up and you sort of dive at the other guy there, and you just sort of miss, and you just like roll to the ground there. But you did it very like tactically. It's like a tactical roll. So you've regained your step a little bit, but you're on the ground, sort of half prone.
Okay.
Esto, you do anything still, or?
I mean, I could run closer.
Yeah, you could run. You could try and grab, or you could try and pull Seeker the other direction if you wanted. Maybe
Sure, let's
break
try
her
to pull
loose.
Seeker the other direction.
Okay, so you run up. You run up, and you want to roll a strength check for me.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15? Okay, so as you run up, you pull on Seeker on the other arm, and Seeker just sort of like gets yanked right out of his grasp. And now Seeker, still sort of in flight, she sort of like, you're still sort of like up a little bit on one angle. So now you're actually almost off the ground as Seeker's sort of hovering there. And he looks at you, he's like, "This isn't worth it," and he starts to book it. So he starts to run. Seeker, what would you like to do?
I want to shoot him with Eldritch Blast. Of
Okay.
course. But I don't want to kill him.
Okay, so you just want to try and like down him? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
Natural 20!
natural 20, perfect. Okay, so you
Can I roll damage just to see how much I would have done?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. That would have been 15.
15? That would have definitely killed him twice over
Oh.
at that point.
Oh.
That was max health.
I'm glad I said I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, and he only had 1 hit point left, so he was really low anyway. So you shoot at him, and you sort of like take out one of his legs. So he just sort of falls to the ground now without a leg, as this beam of dark energy just pulses through his leg. And you just see the other, like the bottom half of his foot there. What would you like to do?
I want to land like on him and like
Okay.
grind my heel into him.
Okay. So you swoop over there. Is Estes still, are you holding on to Seeker?
Yeah.
Okay, so Estes being dragged with you.
I don't even notice.
I'm gonna just have you just for safety's sake. I'm gonna have you roll a strength check.
Me?
Yeah, because you're holding Esther with you.
15.
Okay, so Estes with you. As you land, Esther sort of like walks down with you at the same time, and you land on the guy, sort of like one foot right into his other leg, digging in. What would you like to do?
As I'm doing that, I'm gonna yell, "Where is she?" And like I'm gonna start stomping.
Stomping? Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, stop. I'll tell you what you want to know. Just stop.
Okay, I lift my foot up and I stop.
Okay. He goes, she's with the army. She'll be here.
Sorry, what?
She's with the army. She'll be here soon.
She's bringing an army here?
No, she's with the army, but she'll be here soon.
Okay, can you just describe this she for me?
That's a good one. Did I? Yeah. It's Lady Reaper. She's a tiefling. She's got like a pale skin, lavender, I think, like a very sort of light red. She's got some dark black hair. I don't know. She's that's sort of all we see of her usually.
Okay. And I know who this is based on this description.
No. Well, you would recognize the description. It is who you've sort of been looking for. It matches very similar. The name you don't recognize.
Yeah. Lady Reaper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just so my foot's still up. I just want to like stomp on his head, try to knock him out.
Knock him out? Okay. I would say he's pretty much almost unconscious as is, so you knock him out without issue.
Okay. Well, let's keep going to the south gate. And, well, actually, no, we don't need to do that. Just take them to the guard captain. Or no, the guard tower.
You taking him to the guard tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay, both of them, even the dead body? Okay. Because the first one is dead.
Oh, he's dead.
The first one's
Oh,
dead.
fuck it, I don't care.
The other one who you landed on is alive, but unconscious. Okay.
Well, I don't need to go to the south gate anymore, so...
You just want to leave him? Sorry, because you cut out there.
No, I want to take him to the prison, because I have time now. Since
Okay.
I'm not going to the south gate.
You would know that the prison is also back where you were at the north gate.
Yeah.
So you guys head back towards the north gate. So are you just dragging the body, or did you pick him up?
Drag him.
Okay. As you approach the north gate, yes, Frost, or Shadow, you're sleeping in bed without knowing any of this. I see random snippets of the chat there. So as you approach the north gate, one of the guards is like, "Oi, what you got there?"
This guy like tried to rob us or something. I don't know. We beat him up, and yeah, here you go. One for the cells.
Okay. He looks
I
at
kind of
you.
accidentally killed the other one. He's back there in the street.
Roll a persuasion check for me. I guess with assistance for both of you. Seeker, because you were first, you can roll twice with advantage.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
19 and... Yeah, 19.
19 and 19. Okay, so he looks at you for a minute. He goes, "You were here earlier for the captain, weren't you? No worries.
Like badge.
Yeah. No worries. We'll take care of this one." And he sort of whistles, and two more guards come up. And he goes, "Take care of this guy. He's in for the prison, and maybe get the medic." And then he's like, "I'll take care of the other body later." I can't leave the post unguarded. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, let's just go back to the inn.
Yeah, I'm done now. I need a rest.
Okay. So, as you guys head back, you don't really notice anything else amiss. You head back across down to the square and enter the tavern. It's mostly empty now. It's been an hour and a half or so since you guys were there, so it's almost 11. It's almost midnight. You guys going to bed?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, I'll go up to your rooms. Do you lock them or do you leave them open?
I lock it.
Just making sure. Did you guys all lock your rooms too?
Damn right.
Okay.
I've seen the sticky fingers on one of those guys.
Okay, so you guys all lock your rooms and go to bed. You can all take a long rest if you'd like. Did any of you want to do anything in your rooms before you go to bed? Are you all good?
I'm just going to go ahead and go to bed.
Okay. All right, so you guys fall gently asleep in mostly comfortable beds. They're not like great, but they were pretty decent. I'd say most of you got a good night's sleep, and you wake up refreshed. It's the start of a new day. You hear a rooster go off in the morning just as the sun starts to peek through the windows. You guys want to get up right away, or do you want to sleep in?
I will not sleep in. I'll get up right away and start my day.
Okay. So you head down.
I'm gonna head downstairs and ask if there's breakfast.
Okay. Anyone else up right away?
I'm up.
You're up?
Mhm.
Okay.
I kind of stir, but I'm not quite up yet.
Okay. So the three of you walk down. Seeker, I didn't catch if you were waking up early or not, but I'll assume not.
Well, we said we were gonna do stuff in the morning, so we'll have a decent time.
Okay. So as you guys walk down, the four of you at least, you see Annie sort of starting to like take the chairs off the tables because they had put them up for the night. She goes, "Oh, you're up. I can get you guys some breakfast in just a few moments here. Anything you prefer?" And you want lots of meat? Do you want some more veggies? Just eggs? Like, you get what you want.
Bacon and eggs for me.
Also me.
Same.
Okay. So you all get Essa, what would you like?
French toast and bacon.
Ooh. Okay.
Better
So-
recover from this hangover.
So the bacon and eggs come out really quick. The French toast, it takes a couple minutes longer. During this time, she brings out you guys a couple of glasses of like a juice of some kind. When you take a sip, it's apple juice. She goes, "I don't know if you wanted it, but I brought it out anyway."
Could you bring me a beer, please?
No problem. She goes and she walks and grabs you a beer.
Are we all sitting at the same table right now?
I would assume
I
so.
would assume so.
Did I wake up?
I'm gonna ask
Oh, it's up
everyone
here.
like what they got up to last night.
Oh, it was crazy. So we went and talked to this guy, and he told us some stuff, but then he got attacked, and we beat them up, and that was it. We finished up there.
Did you ever find that guard captain you're looking for?
Yeah, that was the guy that we talked to.
Did you learn anything from him?
Oh, I point at Strife and I say he gave him like a lot of money.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and the person I was looking for is around here, so it's
Oh, around here, like in this tavern or in the town?
Town probably. I forgot to mention the guys that attacked us were actually trying to get me for her. So yeah.
So you're after her, but she's also after you, or?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Do you remember that note that said that Lady Reaper wants the people?
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, they weren't there for that.
The person I'm looking for is Lady Reaper.
I would like to mention to you guys that you guys weren't there for that. That one was only Tally.
Oh, it was only Tally?
Yeah.
Didn't he say he told us?
Nope.
Never mind that. Retcon.
Good job.
What?
He never mentioned that to you. The only mention of Lady Reaper you guys heard was the captain when you were freeing the prisoners earlier. He had mentioned that he thought you came from Lady Reaper's order.
Right. So instead, I'm gonna say. You remember that time when the captain yelled the stuff about Lady Reaper wanting the people we were looking for?
Yep.
Turns out.
Okay.
I used to say the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. So during this time, the other two of you wake up. You guys are sitting down there for like a half hour to an hour. You guys come down and you get some breakfast as well. If you guys want anything specific, you try and make it. I'm just going to speed it up here.
Yeah.
So, as she's sort of taking the plates away, she goes, "Are you guys staying for the festival? It should be starting in a couple hours."
Absolutely. What do you recommend we check out first? Is there any specific parts of the festival that are more important than others or more entertaining than others?
Well, we have sort of your normal, sort of like fun little challenges. You've got some like, sort of a hammer. So you sort of strike a hammer, it rings a bell, sort of fun things. Some archery. Sort of around.
Oh, so this is more of a carnival than a festival. Is that
sort of? Yeah, just sort of fun things of the town to celebrate. Around noon, we usually have a sort of a dash for the lady in lace. A bunch of people chase a pig. Sort of fun. She got some lace, and you got to grab the lace off the pig. A lot of fun there. Sort of.
Would you say there's any high-profile individuals that attend these sort of things?
Well, you'll have pretty much most of the town. You're gonna have, the mayor will be there. You're gonna have a couple of the nobles from the town. I've heard that are in the sort of in the shop across the way. It's just like it's supposed to be like almost sort of your meat shop across the way. That there might be a sort of like a poker game going on down there. I don't know anything about that for sure.
All right, thank you, madam.
No problem. Hopefully you have a good time. If you need to stay another night, just let me know.
Sounds great.
Okay. So, you guys want to head out to the festival? Do you want to do some more investigating or digging? What would you like to do?
How about we go check on those people we saved yesterday? What do you guys think?
Nah.
Nah? Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
You know what? I wouldn't mind asking them a little bit more about what they were doing and why they got,
Maybe if they heard anything.
Maybe there's a reason. Maybe they know something. Maybe they overheard some talking.
Okay, how about we all, except for Seeker here, go and do that?
I'm just gonna double check. Seeker, are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Well, if everybody's gonna go, I'll come.
Yeah, I figured.
That's because you
That's
don't want
all
to
good.
get kidnapped again without us all there.
Well, I have a plan, you see. So I'm going to just fly, and nobody can catch me. Probably.
People got ropes.
You know, there are projectile weapons. You could get shot.
Yeah, but if I get shot at, I can leave.
What if they hit you?
But one arrow never killed anybody.
That might kill you.
But an army.
So I'm gonna assume you guys started talking about this as you started walking out the door.
I am as
okay.
soon as I'm at the door, I'm flying 10 feet above the ground.
Okay. So you're sort of just like hovering, flying above them.
Yeah,
Falcon
pretty
down.
much.
I'll just reach up and grab.
You want to do that? Do it.
Okay.
Roll a strength check.
Is it
Whoa, hold up. How tall is she?
Yeah, how tall are you?
6?
Add arm length to that.
And then a jump.
You do a little bit of a jump. Okay. So she
Yeah,
she's pretty
hypothetically.
tall, so she should be able to grab you at 10 feet.
Can I just fly slightly higher?
You
Okay,
already.
so roll. You roll dexterity to her strength.
Okay. It's really bad.
What did you get?
So
5.
3.
no, she had a
Oh!
natural one.
Natural one.
She had a natural one. So as you go to jump up to grab Seeker just sort of flicks down with her foot and smacks you right in the face, and has you just fall to the ground. It's sort of like
See, I told
drowsy
you,
and
no one can
dizzy.
catch me now.
That's a fluke. I tripped.
Okay, so you guys continue on. Are you going to the tailor's first, or did you want to go to the blacksmith?
Who's closer?
The tailor.
I think we should go to the tailors then.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Because you're making me pull up the previous day's names. Okay, so you walk up to the tailor's office or sort of door. It is fairly early, so it is locked when you guys try it. Did you want to knock or just move on?
I think knocking.
Okay, so you guys knock on the door, and a couple minutes later, the tailor sort of opens the door. He's like, "Oh, thank you guys so much for finding our son. Or for my son. I would give you something as a thanks, but I don't have much. I could give you all a
That's
nice
not necessary, sir. But is your son available to talk to us?
And you just hear this, Gavin, get down here. And a minute later, Gavin sort of strolls down, sort of like finishing pulling his shirt over his head. And he goes, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, could I just have a word with you real quick?
Sure. And he steps outside and motions for you to follow.
Okay.
What can I help you with?
Well, you were one of the few people that was taken by these people. I'm just wondering if you have any more information. Maybe you overheard them saying something. We have it. We understand that they might be trying to do something bad, for lack of a better word.
I'll tell you what had happened. So, I had run into Lena as she was coming back, or going towards the little hut to grab some stuff, and we've been sort of seeing each other a little bit, and we knew that there's the abandoned house there, so we just sort of snuck in. And then when we opened the door, we just got grabbed, and they put a bag over our head and just sort of dragged us back, and I guess that we woke up in the cage there. That's when they took the bag off.
So would you say you were only targeted because of where you were? You weren't actually target. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I think so. I did hear them talking about sort of the festival that they were trying to, they were going to go to the festival.
Right. Was there anything specific though? Anything
I
that stood
didn't
out?
hear anything in specific. They mentioned they were waiting for the signal from Lady Reaper. That's the only thing I heard.
The signal
So,
from
do
who?
we?
Lady Reaper?
Yeah, and I'll have you also roll for a. Yeah, this is okay. You're fine. Your insight's high enough.
Okay.
Unless you want to press some more.
No, the other questions that I would have really aren't necessary. I would just ask, like, you know, how long have you been seeing what's her face? Why is it a secret? But that doesn't matter to the investigation at all. So I'm not gonna press him about his personal life, even though I could.
How much do we know about like why the people were kidnapped? Like, obviously, Lincoln, Stripe, and Esta knew about the ritual, but do the rest of us know?
I believe you had mentioned it. If I remember correctly, you mentioned it to them. Or they had filled you in about it earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, when we got the when we found the second ritual ingredient list, I think we filled you in on what the other
yeah,
was.
yeah. So, in that case, I would like to ask. So this may seem like a weird question, and it's a little bit personal, but would you describe yourself as pure?
I think that's a question to all of you guys.
No, it's to,
That was no question to
it's to Gavin or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, to Gavin. Sorry. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Come
Gavin.
on, man.
I would say, yeah, I've been pretty good. I don't really act out. I haven't done anything wrong.
No, but are you
No, dude,
here?
you're not getting it. Listen,
Oh, okay.
have you had sex before?
No, I haven't. And he sort of
And this is important. Don't be embarrassed. Like, have you or have not?
No, that's why we went into the building.
So that was going to be your first time.
Yeah.
So you're a virgin then.
Maybe God was smiting you.
Do you want to roll an insight to confirm if he's right or not?
I do.
Okay, roll an
I
insight.
think we all know.
So this is insight roll?
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
You can tell he's being truthful.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I have to say to you. Have a good
I
day.
just had a feeling maybe, a ritual, virgins, kind of go hand in hand, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna say something again. Maybe next time, just rent a room at the inn instead of going to some random house.
But if I did that, then the whole town would know.
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with everyone knowing?
Have you seen her father?
Okay.
He is the blacksmith. Okay.
Oh, right then.
So he shyly sort of like backs out and goes back into the building. He turns around just before he closes the door. He's like, "Thank you again for saving us."
It's okay. We were paid, so don't worry.
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
Now we should go to the girl that we saved.
So the blacksmith's
Let's ask about her virginity. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's all run there. No time to waste.
Oh,
So I'll just
okay.
walk.
Well, that's a good time. Why don't we just take a quick break and then we'll get back to it in just a minute. So we'll be back, guys. And welcome back, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys are now heading to the blacksmith. So All right, so you guys are walking down the rest of the road towards the blacksmith.
No, we're running, remember?
Oh, were you running?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that, but okay.
I
As you
remember that,
run
right?
towards the blacksmith, you hear this like ting, 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 and as you get to the blacksmith's shop, you see him there hard at work. His daughter is just actually holding the sword that he's working on with some tongs, holding it in place for him. As you run up, he looks over, startled for a second, and he just sort of it's like, let go for a second, you know. And he takes the sword and puts it in some water, and he's like, "Oh, thank you guys for saving my daughter." And Lena turns, she's like, "Yes, thank you."
Yeah, you're very welcome, sir. Can we have a word with your daughter, real quick?
He looks at you, he's like, "Sure, if that's fine with you, Lena, go ahead." She's like, "Yeah, sure. What would you like to talk about?"
Let's just go over to this area that's far out of the reach of your dad. See yours.
she looks at her dad for a second. She's like, "Okay." And you guys walk and sort of just go a little ways away. Okay. So what would you like to talk about?
Just want to know if you overheard anything from your kidnappers about their plans.
Not really. When they grabbed us, they just sort of dragged us back. They said that we were in a place we shouldn't have been. When we got to the sort of the cage, they were talking about how they were gonna. I think, yeah, you hadn't woken up yet, but they said something about sending us to the fort. I'm not really sure what they meant by that.
Did you overhear anything else about this fort? Any particular, I don't know?
Not really. They mentioned the fort once, and that was it.
Okay. Any of you want to ask her any questions?
I have no question.
Yeah, would you describe yourself as pure?
She looks at you right away and goes, "Definitely, most definitely."
Does she understand what you're talking about this time?
Insight check.
Are you a fair maiden? Okay,
I'm gonna do an inside check. 20 exactly.
20 exactly.
okay, 15, but...
So, Seeker, you believe that she's telling the truth, and Lincoln, you understand that she knows what was being asked.
Okay.
Strife, you had a question?
No, I had no questions.
Oh, okay. Is that it for you guys? Do you have anything? Can I help you with anything else, you guys?
Yeah. I want to know how serious you are about Gavin.
Is it a booty
She looks at you for a second. She's like, and persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. Okay. Natural 20.
Oh, what's the point of rolling? She goes.
No point in a natural 20 for this. Whatever.
She looks at you for a second. She's like, "Well, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. He might be the one, but I don't know."
And you were gonna sleep with him?
How long have you been seeing him?
I think a couple months.
Couple months. Yeah. It must be pretty tough to keep a secret from your parents.
It's not too hard. We just sort of sneak around in the alleys when he's doing deliveries. I'm off.
You know you're gonna have to tell. You know you're gonna have to tell them one day, right? You can't keep this a secret forever.
Of course.
I suggest you do it sooner than later. I think it's a good idea.
She looks at you for a second. She's like, "You're right. Maybe I should tell my dad."
You should tell your dad.
Okay.
You know why? Because he'd rather hear it from you than find out from some other means.
Okay. Thank you. Unless you guys have any other questions, I'll go do that right now.
Okay, that's good.
Lincoln just went into dad mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
She sort of turns around and as she's walking towards the building again, you actually see that her father had been sort of like peeking out behind one of the buildings. And she walks up, she's like, oh, and she sort of hits him, she's like, you had to listen in, didn't you? And that's all you heard as they walk around the corner.
Who?
Her dad had been watching.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know that. You didn't see it.
Okay.
I was listening.
No. What?
The dad had been listening.
Eavesdropping bitch.
Yeah.
So he knows now.
Yeah, because he was listening in. He sort of peeked
Shit.
around the corner as she walked around, so.
Damn.
That's all you heard. They're out of sight now. What do you guys like to do now?
Well, I suppose it's probably not a good idea to ask him if he could give me like a little bit of a dagger finger or something now.
I'm sorry, you broke up there? I didn't hear what you said.
Probably not a good idea to go and see if I can get a free weapon now that he overheard our conversation.
Yeah, it might be a bit tricky. You can try though if you want. You're always welcome to try.
Hey, it's not our fault.
That's
we broke
okay.
Daughters.
Okay.
I think he's
Slut.
hurt over losing that sword.
I don't have any other weapon. All I have is Eldritch Blast and my crossbow.
You also are carrying like 6 short swords, so you could take one of those if you wanted.
Yeah, I didn't think that 3 other people would want the sword, so I didn't think about it.
Okay. Okay, so moving on, you guys want to head back to the town square. When you guys were leaving the inn, they had sort of a bunch of stuff set up there for some festivals. Did you want to go to the South Tower again still, Seeker, or are you good?
I know what I need to.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I'm still concerned about that tunnel. No,
Pardon, sir? You broke up there, sir.
Festival.
I'm still concerned about that tunnel down there.
The tunnel? Okay. Do you guys want to
Yeah.
head to the tunnel? You are pretty close, just around the blacksmith shop.
I'm gonna leave it up to you guys though.
What are you hoping to accomplish going down there?
Find out what's on the other side.
Yeah, but get this. The festival's happening right now. We know they're planning to do something. We're a strong group of adventurers. If something happens, I'd feel better about being there to defend the townspeople instead of being off in some tunnel while everyone gets murdered.
But what if they come through the tunnel?
But what if they don't?
We can.
I don't know. That's a question.
Like,
I suppose we should stay in town just in case there's an attack.
I would feel much better staying in town with as many of us as possible to defend against an attack.
It's probably safe to say that they're all the most capable warriors
How about
around this place so far.
we try to block the tunnel so they can't come through it on our
But
side.
we don't know if they're coming through there.
But how about we just block it for a little bit,
Okay.
get some wood,
For
block
sure.
it so nobody can get up there and they have to come through the guards. They'll have to come through the gates where the guards are and not through a tunnel.
Okay. You guys want to do that?
That sounds like a good idea, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys head towards the house that the tunnel was in. Do you guys want to scavenge through the house for some stuff, or do you want to?
We already did that.
I do
For, like,
distinctly
wood or
remember a
whatever?
broken door.
Yeah. You guys did break down a door.
I took that out.
Are there any trees, big trees, or like boulders around that we can like, push or knock down and just cover up the?
Why don't you do
Would I
a
be able
perception
to-
check?
Because there's a hole in the house.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get that into the house too.
Well, because there's one in the house and then there's one on the outside of the house.
No, they led it to the same place, right?
Yeah.
We went down the hole in the
Down in the
house.
cellar.
We just got to the top.
Are you blocking
Like,
it
we
at
could
the
just
cellar? or
we
are
could
you
just
blocking
cover
it at
the
front?
cellar door and cover and like block off the door to the house.
Or we can go into the cellar and then block off the spot in there and only have to block one.
Yeah, what if What if I just cast Eldritch Blast a bunch of times at like the tunnel wall and see if I can make it collapse?
Seems legit. Sure.
Okay.
Do it.
Alright.
Okay. So you guys walk down, or Seeker walks to the sort of just into the tunnel a little bit. Do you want to roll to? I guess you should roll to hit the tunnel. See if you can hit it in one spot a couple times.
Like right in front of you.
Well, you want to. He has to hit it in the same general area, right? So we want to make sure that you're hitting the same area.
Okay. 21 to hit.
Okay, so you're able to hit multiple times in the same area. So after probably about 9 or 10 sort of Eldritch blasts really quickly there, you're sort of going like 1, 2, 1, 2 with both hands, shooting them on the same spot. The tunnel starts to you can see the dirt and the wood that's supporting it just falls down and crashes. And the tunnel seems to be collapsed. You hear sort of like a little bit of a rumble, and that's all. So you guys were able to seal it. Well, you guys are good there? You want to...
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys leave. You want to head... Where do you want to go now?
Festival.
The festival? Okay, so you guys are heading back towards the festival. You exit out into the town, and you're sort of walking back along the roads. As you get towards the square, you see most of the town seems to be at this square now. It seems to be really packed around there. You do see some people sort of just like, one person's like smashing a hammer down, one person's throwing some axes towards like a pole, like a post, like a tree sort of stump there. A couple of people are shooting some arrows at some targets a couple of yards away from each other. As you guys are walking towards you're like just about to enter the town square there, so one guy sort of walks up to you guys and goes, "You guys looking for a game?"
Sorry, who are you?
Just some guy walks up to you as you walk into the square and he's like, "You guys looking for a game?"
It's a check that's kind of...
Yeah.
Sorry?
Do that.
What do you want to do?
I want to roll an insight check.
Okay.
Because this man seems suspicious.
Roll an insight check then. What'd you get?
13.
13? He does look a little bit suspicious to you. It looks like he's like promoting some sort of, maybe not 100% legal game, but he doesn't look like he's lying to you for any malicious intent. He's more just trying to sort of give you an idea that there's some sort of special game going on. Might be some stakes at hand.
Okay, what kind of game?
Like food?
Like what kind of
we've got a bit of a card game going on, if you're interested.
Like a gambling kind of card game?
Well, gambling's not legal here, so not necessarily that, but it could be very similar. There might be some wages that get made.
No, thank you. I'm not.
I think I'll pass.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. So, you guys pass and you guys continue on. There's a couple things of games going on. You guys want to just wander through the town? You want to look for anything?
There's a huge crowd, right?
Pardon?
There's a huge crowd, right?
It's a pretty large crowd. Did you want to try and pickpocket everyone again?
Yeah. Just at least one person.
Just one person? Okay. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Well, hold on, my bad.
Fascist cat of the crowd.
A fascist cat?
Fascist.
Oh.
Fascist.
Hold on, let me check my sleight of hand bonus. I got a 10.
So,
Yeah.
You walk up and sort of, you guys, as you're wandering into the square here, you see some guy in sort of some nice robes, a nice shirt, and sort of, he looks like he could be fairly well off. You can sort of see it looks like he's got like a religious symbol on him, so maybe he's like a cleric or a priest of some kind.
Can I look into what that religious symbol is for?
You may.
What
Do a
check is
religion
that?
check for me.
Is that a religion check?
Yeah, religion check.
Okay. 21.
21? You definitely know who it is. He's got the symbol of Aena, who is the goddess of protection. Sort of one of the more standard sort of gods of, like in the good pantheon. Sort of one of the standard sort of gods that you'd see in sort of the kingdom of Pelgrim. So it looks like he's maybe a priest of there. As you're sort of watching this, because you see Strife sort of walking towards this person, Strife sort of, you see him bump and the guy sort of trying to like slide off with maybe a purse, and the guy sort of grabs your hand right as you're going for that. He's like, oh, sorry, you may have just touched me here, and he pushes your hand away.
I'm sorry, I couldn't see where I was going. This hood a little bit too low over my face,
He looks at you for a second. He's like, "Oh, no problem. It's a crowded day here today. I understand. Unfortunately, you didn't grab anything." And he sort of shushes that you walk away. So
I'm gonna kind of go back to the group now.
Yeah. Okay. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do while you were here, or what would you like?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Did Strife successfully pickpocket that guy?
No, he did not.
Okay.
I just didn't get caught.
Yeah, he didn't get caught because he was almost a success. Okay.
Can I just like just investigate the crowd, I guess, and see if I see anything suspicious based on what I know already? Like maybe if I can see someone's like tattoo of that bad symbol that we've been seeing everywhere on the cultists.
You could look for the symbol of Baal, which was the cultist that you'd seen back in Stargard, which is sort of like a red sort of teardrop symbol. You can definitely do an investigation check if you like.
Okay. That is a 13.
13. So as you're sort of wandering, you're scanning the crowd for it. It's pretty crowded in here, so you don't really see anyone in particular with like a tattoo or anyone with like a really big hood up other than Strife there. So you don't really see anyone that stands out as suspicious while you're looking around.
Okay, can I tell if there's like any one particular event or area that most people have gathered to, or is it just kind of all over the place? Everyone's equal.
A lot of people are sort of grouped around right now the archery, because it sort of takes up a large space where there's some people shooting. You see some people actually, like, there's one guy sort of wandering around. He's like, you hear 5 gold if you want to bet. It's only 1 silver to enter. Sort of like maybe taking side bets on the contest. And you hear the main announcer for that going, enter to win 50 gold. It's only 1 gold to enter. If you hit all 3 targets, you will win 50 gold.
Why you blessed me? Why don't you go try that? You're a good archer. You should go try that. At least from what I can see in the couple days we've been together, I think you would be a good archer. Why don't you go try that?
You want to do that, Esther? Okay. So, as you approach, he's like, "Oh, you have a bow? You look like a contestant. How would you like to enter? It's only 1 gold. You could win 50. And since we know you want to enter, he's like, just if you have your gold, and he sort of puts out a hand. Do you want to hand him a gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you hand him a gold, and he has you sort of stand in front of this one little line, and he goes, if you hit the first target, it's only 100 it's only 50 yards. If you hit the second target, it's 100 yards, and the third target's 150. So you reach out with your bow, and 150 might be a bit far. Anyhow, so the first target, if you want, you can roll. It's just your standard attack roll. See if you hit it. 13? Okay, that is a hit. So you hit the first target. Maybe a little bit, it's a bit early morning still, so you reach out, you actually sort of just hit like one of the edges of it, but it still is a hit, and he goes, we've got a hit! Here we go. Now will she get the second one? And you see a couple of people behind you like, I'll give you 10 gold if she hits it. And he's like, there's some betting going on in the background. So you go up to the second target. So again, this time you're going to attack the second target. It's a little bit harder this time. It's farther away, so you have to get a little bit higher roll. So if you'd like to roll again.
It's a nat 20.
Natural 20. Okay, so as you pull out another arrow and just sort of shoot it straight at the middle of the target, dead center, it actually knocks the whole target down. So the whole target just like completely collapses behind it. He's like, well, that's a showing, folks. Here we go. All we need now is one more. So he points towards the third target. This time you're going to have to roll at disadvantage because it's outside your normal range. So you roll twice and give me the lowest roll.
What is it? 18.
18? Okay, so this one quite a bit farther. You're looking at it for a second with the arrow notch. You sort of point it up. You're like, no, that's not right. You bring it back down and you shoot, and it goes and it just sort of hits right on the outer ring. But he goes, it's a third hit. Way to go. We have a victor. And he steps off his little platform that he's on, and he hands you a bag of 50 gold. Not bad of a victory. And another person's like, if she can do it, I can. He gets up and he's standing beside you now. He's like, I can do this. And the first sort of arrow he takes out, he shoots, and it actually just like swings right past the target and misses. So he's like, oh, I guess I can't. He walks away. What would you guys like to do? Continue on, or?
I have a bow. I'll go ahead and try it.
Dungeon Master,
Yep.
Is there a way that I can just constantly be aware of my surroundings, so I'm always on the lookout for something bad to happen, just like always?
Well, you do have a passive perception or a passive investigation, which I've been keeping track of, but you don't notice anything at this point.
Okay, but there's nothing that I can do to make it so I'm always watching and ready?
What do you mean by ready? Like, ready to attack or just ready to keep searching?
Well, I am under the impression that there's going to be an attack from these cultists, and I want to be ready for them.
Okay.
And I think it's going to happen here soon, so I just want to be ready.
Okay. That's okay. For now, we'll just keep you doing checks. If you want, we can do a check once we're done here. Again, see if you see anything.
Sure.
If you want, while Strife's getting ready to make his chance attack, Strife, you can roll, and Lincoln, if you want, you can roll another investigation of the crowd.
Okay.
You sort of wander around.
I rolled a 7 investigate. It was really bad.
Strife, what did you roll for your first bow with a shot?
1.
A 1. So, as you're sort of looking around there, Lincoln, you all of a sudden hear a commotion in the back as you see Strife up at the post, and he shoots, and somehow he slipped with one of his feet, and he shot the presenter right in the cheek of his butt.
Wow!
And he's like, "Well, folks, it's a dangerous job." And he's like limping off. He's like, "We're gonna shut down for a few minutes."
He's just taking it like a trooper, right? Like a good sport.
Strife, you do have to remove 1 gold from your inventory, please.
All right. And I guess archery never was my strong.
Okay, so you guys, and you do hear a couple people in the crowds now saying, "Oh, it's almost time for the lady in lace," and they just sort of hear a crowd. And they're all sort of moving towards the west side, the west side of the square. Did you guys want to?
Oh, I want to go to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to that.
Yeah, I want to see her in some lice.
Can I pickpocket someone on the way?
You definitely can if you want. Okay, so as you guys are moving towards it, Strife, you want to roll a sleight of hand?
Yeah, I got a 19.
19? Okay. So as you guys are walking towards it, it looks like mostly regular sort of town people, a couple maybe shopkeepers. You do see one person. He's in sort of, again, like a nice tunic, a little bit nicer quality, but not quite like anyone noble, you would say. But definitely like maybe a well-off shopkeeper or some sort of merchant. As you walk up, this time you don't end up bumping into him. This time you actually just notice like he's sort of you just see him sort of loop the money in his belt, and he just sort of sits it there for a second, and he turns right as you walk by and just grab it and walk off. No one seems to see you. Yeah, no one sees you do that, so you do walk off.
Do I passively see him?
No.
Okay.
He rolled a pretty high roll. So, as you walk off, you do notice that this guy had about 15 gold in his pocket, and a couple of copper, just about 5. It's more than a couple.
Okay.
As you guys walk towards the event that's going on, you see a lot of people sort of lining up in a row, and there's the mayor there. He's like, everyone, anyone that wants to enter for the Lady in Lace, as a reminder, it's just we're chasing after the pig. The first person to get the veil on top and bring it back to me is the winner. 200 gold to whoever wins this. It's the latest prize. We had a good entry this year for some donations, so it's going to be a good one. It's open to everyone. And you see quite a few people walking up and sort of lining up. Did any of you want to line up?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2. Strife, Esther, you both?
Yeah.
Okay. Lincoln, are you doing it, or are you just going to keep investigating? Okay, I'm going to let him investigate then, since he doesn't seem to want to jump on it. So, the rest of you are going to line up. We're going to have you guys line up. You're going to be sprinting, so we're going to do a bunch of dexterity checks here.
I want to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Hey.
And I want to yell to the pig, in pig,
Yeah.
if you come straight to me, I will get you truffles.
Do a persuasion check for me. Or actually, do you have truffles? Yeah, do persuasion for now.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can tell that he's doing that?
See who?
I'm speaking in pig.
Unless you speak
No,
pig, you don't understand
See
that.
that I'm oinking.
Well, wouldn't that technically be cheating, so he could get in trouble for that, for cheating at least.
Non-natural 20 on the persuasion.
Okay.
So I actually want to try to do the same thing. Just.
Okay. So you can you overhear it because did you cast the same time or
Yeah.
about the same time? Okay. So as you cast it, you start to hear the last part of his thing. He goes, "If you come to me, truffles." That's all you hear right as you finish casting the spell, and the pig sort of oinks. You just hear you guys hear a bunch of oinks, but the pig's like, "Truffles, truffles, I'm coming for truffles." Okay.
And then I want to stop and shout, if you want truffles, I'll give you that and anything else you want.
Okay. Roll a persuasion.
I'll give you double.
Can we do a persuasion contest?
I'm doing that already.
19.
19? You ended up winning.
Just
So.
wait for the mayor to kick him out of this contest for cheating.
I don't think
None
it's
of you
cheating.
know what's going on. All of you guys here is just a couple oinks.
Also, this is using our natural abilities. It's not cheating.
Okay, so the mayor's like, line up, we'll be starting in just a second. And you see a couple guys sort of shuffling the pig towards the center of the long sort of pathway in the middle of some buildings there, and like sort of trying to keep the pig in place. And we'll start. Well, it's still going to be a couple dexterity checks here. So as the mayor yells, "Go!"
Am I allowed to fly?
I would say yes right now. You don't hear anything from anyone else at the moment.
All right.
Okay, so all of you will, you hear "go," and then you all start to dash. Can I have you all roll a dexterity check? See how fast you get out of the air.
Yeah, but first, can I throw my ball bearings down on this area?
Okay.
That's cheating.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna say you can roll the ball. It's not hard. You just sort of have them in your pouch. And you just sort of throw them out.
Okay.
As you're doing that, you do not get to be at the start of this dexterity roll because you had to sort of stand still to do that. So you're not sprinting at the moment. So Can I get the dexterity rolls from everyone else?
Great. 14.
11.
Is it just off of that?
It's you also have dex. 16.
Esther?
13.
Okay, so you see this dinosaur bolt off in front of you. At the same time, you see Seeker jump up into the air. And you see the pig turn around and start bolting towards Seeker. Until the pig looks up and is trying to figure out how to get up to the person that offered truffles.
That's okay. Like as soon as I'm close, I just want to like swoop, pick it up, and then start flying back.
Okay. So, as all that happens, you guys have all, most of you have moved about, I'd say about 10 feet, except for Seeker, you're mostly just like 5 feet up in the air now. You just sort of went up and over at the same time. And Nessie's about 15 feet ahead. Just sort of bolted ahead there. Can I get you guys to all roll another dexterity check for me?
I got a natural one.
Ooh.
I got a 6.
Ooh.
I blame.
Don't tell me most of us did bad this one.
How did you do?
I got 13.
13, okay. Strife?
Oh, I didn't roll. Hold on.
Esther, how did you do?
13.
Strife, you do get advantage because you rolled out all those ball bearings.
Okay. Rolling for dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, aren't the ball bearings in front of him now?
No, he sort of like let him out on the side, so it's sort of like thrown
Oh,
forward.
okay.
Okay, so I got a 12.
12? Okay. So, As you all are continuing forward, Seeker up in the air, pretty much unhampered, starts heading towards the pig. It starts like moving sort of like in a swoop towards the pig. Tally, as you're moving, you actually see another person come up and push you out of the way, and you stumble off in the wrong direction. You're running off to the side now. Nessie, as you're running forward, you trip, and you fall face forward onto the ground, and a couple people run up behind you. Nope. Esta, as you're running forward, the ball bearings that were thrown by Strife hit you, and you trip. You don't lose your balance, but you're slowed down. So you don't make it quite as far. You only made it like another 5 feet. Strife, as you were going, someone saw you throw the ball bearings and turns around and tries to punch you. He has 13 to your AC. What is your AC?
Hold on. 15.
15? So he swings at you and you just sort of duck underneath and keep going forward. At this time now, it looks like Seeker, you're probably about 25 feet away now from the pig. Tally, you're sort of like 40 feet now because you got pushed off to the side. Nessie, you're on the ground, so 15 feet still. Esta, you're about 35 feet away, so you're almost there. And Strife, you're still like 45. You're still pretty far. Even though you were throw the ball bearings. So we're going to do one more dexterity check here.
Hold on, I want to put something by you here.
Okay.
If I was to say use a spell to hold someone in place.
You could definitely try if you want. What's the range on it?
60 feet.
Okay.
So I want to use Ray of Frost, except I want to use it on Seeker, specifically your wings.
It doesn't do damage?
It does damage.
It does do damage.
Yeah. Okay, so while you're starting to cast that, can I get the dexterity rolls for everyone else?
I got 2.
Natural or normal?
9. It's
Okay.
normal. 9.
Esta, what'd you have?
I got 14.
14, okay.
21.
Nice.
20, not enough.
And you're casting your spell.
And to hit, 15 plus 5, so 20 not natural.
20.
Okay,
Hit.
I'm gonna, as a reaction, I can cast a spell called Shield, which adds 5 to my AC, which makes it 20,
So that's
and the defender wins on the hit.
Yep. So as you were pushed off to the side, you sort of swivel and you shoot this ray of frost out of your hand, going right towards Seeker's wings. He just sort of swoops by, and Seeker just like goes like and puts out a shield as she's flying, blocking the attack. What do you do? Are you looking at him or you yelling anything?
So Shield has a somatic component, which means you need to do something with your body to cast it. So my somatic component is going to be one of these.
Okay. So you swing out and you have a middle finger. During this time, though, you were moving pretty quick. So you are like 5 feet from the pig now. So you're almost there.
damn shield.
Nessie got back up and just sort of starts bolting towards you. Not pretty far as well. They're probably about 15 feet behind you. Esta, you're starting to catch up, but you're not quite there. Strife, you've caught up now to Esta. So you guys are still like 30 feet. So you're getting close. You were casting the spell, so you didn't really move much.
Yeah.
So we're going to do one more dexterity check, but before we do that, Seeker, since you're up high, can I have you do a perception check for me?
Okay. 19.
19. So as you're up in the air, swooping towards the pig, you notice a flash of like a lavender skin off to your left.
A flash of what?
A lavender skin to your left. Lincoln, as you're sort of sitting there or wandering the crowd.
Actually, can we stop there? Because I actually have something that I wanted to intervene with. I am kind of getting anxious in the crowd, and I have to kind of leave the crowd. I need to find the side of the crowd and kind of just stand off to the side for reasons that I can't tell the rest of the group, but for reasons that you would know if you know my backstory.
Yep. So as you're off on the side of the crowd there, you start wandering. You're sort of sitting there watching this all go on, or standing there.
I'm kind of not.
You're not?
I'm really distracted by what's happened, so I'm not really watching what's happening in the crowd right now.
You're not watching anymore? Okay. So they'll take that off. Okay, so you saw that Seeker. The rest of you are still sort of diving. Did you want to keep going in that direction, Seeker, or are you guys still all diving towards it? You guys didn't see this because you're not high enough.
I register it, but that could just be a bush, right?
Yeah.
I want this pig.
Okay.
I've brought a spell slot for this pig.
Okay. So, can I have you all roll one more dexterity check for me?
We actually already rolled. Why are we rolling?
That's fine. You can take the original roll. That's fine.
Okay. Mine was 21.
Okay. Esther?
What's your roll? Are you going with your original roll or are you going with your re-roll?
7.
Okay. 17 for her.
Okay, and Seeker?
Also 17.
All right. So, nope. Okay, so all of you see this tiefling in the air swoop down and grab the pig. Are you grabbing the pig and swooping up with it, Seeker, or are you just going to grab the pig and run off?
I'm going to fly back to the guy.
Okay.
For the
So as you grab the pig, Strife, you're about 5 feet away from them at this point. Esther, you're about 10, and the rest of you are still pretty far back now.
Can I do like an athletics roll to see if I can dive at him and the pig? Her and the pig?
Okay, if you want, you can try an athletics check at disadvantage because you are a little bit farther away.
Okay. Disadvantage would be roll twice, take the lowest, right?
Correct, yeah.
Ooh, that second one was a nat 22. Okay. Hold on. The first was a 7. Yeah, 7.
7?
The lowest was a 7.
So
I
you...
would like cast a spell.
Wait, you want to cast a spell? What spell do you want to cast?
Gust.
Oh. Okay.
You want to cast Gust? Okay.
I want to cast Gust.
Okay. Seeker, this time can I have you also roll
Why does everyone want to stop me from getting money?
Seeker, roll
We're in
another
the same
dexterity
group.
check for me while you're at it. And you get to roll dexterity while we're doing this.
Because I'm competitive. Even though we're in the same group, I still want to try to win. Next check.
Esther,
What sort of check am I making?
Dexterity still.
Ooh, nice.
Is this a saving throw?
No, well, I'm just having you roll for your movement still. You're still sort of
What does she
moving.
need to do?
Oh, for my movement still. Okay.
Yeah, but you're also going to be trying to block, I think, her spell. But Esther, what did you do for your casts?
Huh?
You were casting Gust?
Because
Yeah.
Gust is a saving throw
Yeah.
for me.
Uh,
So I got 13 for the movement, and
Okay.
the saving throw is
Strength. 7?
11.
11? Okay, that's on strength. So that does. No, it's 11 to attack, so it does not succeed. Yeah. So you cast Gust, and it just sort of blows under Seeker as she's starting to lift herself up into the air.
I'm gonna assume that I just like land on the ground and unsuccessful, right?
Yeah, you sort of like dove at it, and you didn't necessarily, you didn't like fall to the ground, but you're not all the way back up yet. What did you guys have against her?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
11.
11. So as you're sort of going up in the air, you are now just below, above Nessie. Nessie, you're probably you're about 7 or 8 feet now up in the air as you just grab the pig, and you are sort of encumbered.
We
by
only
the pig
need the
leg.
hat, right?
Pardon? You only need the veil, yeah.
The pigs. Yeah. Okay. I just want the veil.
Okay, so you grab the pig, you grab the veil. Okay, so now I'm going to say you're about 10 feet up. Nessie, you are pretty close. You can still try and jump up again if you want. Okay. You're still too far behind. The rest of you now are just sort of off behind Seeker now. Do you want to keep going after, or are you done?
I mean, at this point, I've kind of called it quits. Strife can't reach 10 feet in the air.
Okay. Nessie, you want to jump?
Natural 20.
Snap.
Okay, so Seeker, do you want to do another acrobatics check for me, because you're dodging her jump up at you?
Yep. Sure. Well, it's a 6.
6. Okay, so you're pretty much, you think you're on the home run. You just start flapping like crazy to get over towards the mayor. The mayor's looking over you like, you hear this, well, that's a sight. And then you see all of a sudden this dinosaur jump up at you, grabbing you by your leg and tail at the same time as you're 10 feet up in the air, and just start to pull you down. You want to do a strength check to see if you can handle the dinosaur still attached to you, or if you get pulled down. What's your weight again, Nessie?
If I remember it, pretty big.
No, I think I just made myself like 200
Description.
pounds. 258 pounds.
Okay. That's a pretty
From
high check
pounds.
there. Yeah.
What check am I doing? Strength check?
Strength, yeah.
8.
8. So, as you're flapping away, all of a sudden you have this weight being pulled down. You just get pulled right down to the ground. You're not prone or anything like that, but you are like pulled right down to like 2 feet off the ground where this dinosaur is holding you. You can try and break free if you want, or you can you keep going. It's up to you.
Keep going as
Well,
in...
like you can try and break free, or you could just like push back against Nessie. It's up to you. During this time, the rest of you, I'm gonna say, were able to move forward.
Well,
And this-
how close are we?
Can I, so she's holding me by what exactly? Or she just pulled me
She
down
pulled
and
you
now I'm
down
just
with your tail and your leg. So you're sort of
Okay, can I I want to cast prestidigitation and shoot like a shower of sparks in her eyes.
Okay.
Just to blind her so I can try to like wiggle free.
We'll do a. How should you do that? Let's do a performance check for that, because we never used that. How well did you cast the sparks? Was it a good job, or not too many, too much?
14.
14? Okay. So all of a sudden you see these sparks just casting towards, like, streaking towards you. And you like dodge, try to duck out of the way. Can I have you roll perception? You still see him. Or Seeker, sorry.
What are you trying to find?
During this time, Lincoln, are you still off on the edge of the crowd? Or are you?
Well, that depends. How long has this happened? Like I know when things happen in combat, like is very short. Like maybe like 1 minute's passed or whatever. Like I don't know how much time has passed.
I would say that this has probably been about like 5 minutes. So you're still sort of towards the edge of the crowd.
Okay. Well, I want you to know that I left the crowd before they started this whole thing.
Okay.
And now I'm still on the edge of the crowd, but I'm actively once again I've snapped out of what I was in, and I'm actively looking again for danger.
Okay. While this is going on, can I have you roll a investigation check for me?
Yeah.
Or sorry, perception check. Sorry.
Well, I have to roll again, obviously. That would be 15.
15? Okay. While this is going on, you do notice it looks like shadows go, like just sort of flash really quickly over the ground and then disappear. So that's what you do notice while this is going on.
Sorry, a shadow where?
A couple shadows just across the ground, like something's went overhead.
Okay.
But when you look up, you didn't see anything. It was just like a very quick shadow.
Interesting.
Okay, so cool. Your flash of sparks blinded Nessie just temporarily enough that you broke free. She wasn't able to hold on to you long enough. You guys? So Strife, Roxy, are you guys still trying to run towards them?
Like how close are we?
You guys were about 10 feet before. So you guys are getting pretty close now. But about during this time, it's been enough to get close to 5 feet.
Okay, so
you guys could try and jump again at them.
Seeker is probably about 2 feet from the ground now.
Yeah, Seeker's 2 feet, so still floating or hovering sort of there, but you're not quite on the ground for Seeker.
Is it possible for me to try and run up and use like a sleight of hand to grab that veil right out of her butt, or what?
Okay, so
let's just split the gold.
Okay.
Why can't we all just get along, guys? Come on.
Exactly.
Roll your sleight of hand. And can I get the rest of you to roll dexterity for me, unless you're doing something else?
Here, roll dexterity.
12.
12. Okay.
Let's figure out dexterity.
Are you trying to grapple him again, Nessie?
What's my added to sleight of hand?
Where?
So
If you're gonna grapple him, it's strength.
I only got a 7 on my sleight of hand.
Same thing.
7?
13.
Okay. So what do you have for dexterity?
13 in total.
What would your dexterity be?
And sorry, Seeker, I missed your dexterity roll.
So I didn't do one. 7.
Okay. And Estes, sir?
It was a 20.
20. Okay. So, as you are trying to run up there, Strife, to like snatch the veil out of the hand, just like slyly snatch it out, you are actually knocked back as Nessie reaches out to grab sort of towards Seeker. Seeker, unfortunately, trying to like flap to get out of there quickly enough, wasn't able to propel him or herself up high enough to get out of the way, and all of a sudden you grabbed sort of right around the lower half of Seeker. During this time, Esta's run up and actually is slightly like sneaking right through between a couple of the people in the crowd around you there to get right in front of Seeker and is within arm's reach of the veil. Tally, you're getting close again, but you're not there. You're like 10 feet away. But during this, the crowd has gathered and actually starts grabbing towards Seeker and actually pulls the veil out of the hand.
Some random dude
and
is
you
gonna
see
get
this
this now, guys.
This young boy grabs it and starts to book it the other direction.
I cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay, roll for an attack.
Why did this special turn into a bloodbath?
22.
Can I do something to
I don't want
maybe
to kill
stop
him.
murder?
Okay, you're not trying
I
to
don't want to
kill him.
kill the little kid.
Can I do something to possibly stop murder? Like use dancing lights to blind him, so like Eldritch Blast goes way off into the distance. But also, since there's 4 orbs in total, I can use the other 3 maybe stop the boy.
Okay, so as you start to cast Eldritch Blast, Tally casts Dancing Lights. Can I have you sort of to try and distract everyone, I guess, or interfere?
Yeah, pretty much. One is because like there's 4 orbs in total. One is in front of.
Can I have the 2 of you roll initiative for me so I can figure out who cast this first?
What kind of roll is it?
This is initiative. I just need to know who's casting what spell first.
Okay. 12.
12, 11. So you're after. So, and what were you 2 doing? Sorry.
This boy's gonna end up dead.
Strife. Sorry, Esther. What were you doing? Because you were right in front as well.
How far is he by now?
Are you trying to reach out to grab the veil as well, or because you're right in front of? You're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll have you roll a dexterity for me. This is taking way longer than I expected. That's okay.
Wait, no, that's 14, so add to that.
18.
18?
16 to that.
16? Okay. So as Seeker sort of angrily shoots out this blast of Eldritch Blast at this young kid that's running off with the veil, smashing into his shoulder with this Eldritch Blast, just completely burning him up. Can I roll damage just so I know how much damage you dealt to this young kid?
Oh, fucking hell. I'm gonna knock out a child. God damn it.
And there was nothing left of the boy after that.
Oh, 1. Only 1 damage.
Okay.
Thank
You burn his arm that had just grabbed it. As you see him like pulling it, his arm gets burned. He drops the veil. As it's dropping, Esta swoops in and just grabs it.
Damn it.
And then at the same time, you see all these lights start just like flashing around in front of you. 4 lights just all of a sudden burst out of Tally's hand, just like boom, 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 and just start dancing around in front, distracting you all. So, at this point, you guys have moved a little bit closer to the finish line. The mayor is starting to see this now, and he's like, "Hey, this is a friendly game," and starts to walk towards you guys.
That was a friendly spell.
Can I get you all to roll another dexterity check to sort of run it to home? With disadvantage for everyone except Tally, who threw out these dancing lights to distract you.
What?
Another dexterity. See if you guys can get it to run it home.
11.
11?
I got a 16.
11.
10.
6.
6. Okay. So, as this is going, Esta starts to book it towards the mayor, who's now walking towards you guys. Tally, you weren't close enough to grab it in the first place.
Yep.
You just sort of thrown out these lights. Seeker, you had just cast this Eldritch Blast, and so as you went forward, this light goes right in front of you, and all of a sudden blinds you, and you just sort of stop for a second as you're moving forward. Nessie, you were holding on to Seeker a little bit still there, so you didn't actually move because you didn't know that she had dropped the veil already, so you thought she had it there, so you haven't moved much. And Strife, you've caught up now to Esta, and you guys are finally, basically, this final turn between one of the two of you, if you want to fight her for it, you can fight her, but otherwise it's going to go to the mayor.
Okay, can I do a slide? What would I do to try and get it from her?
You could try and grab it, which would be, you could do
So,
sleight of hand, or you
sleight
could
of
do a dexterity if you wanted. Just like a quick grab or slightly grab it, but you are
I'll
behind
do
it.
sleight of hand.
Just again.
You gonna try and grab it sleight of hand?
Yeah, I'm gonna try a sleight of hand.
Can I have you roll perception there, Esta? See if you see him.
I got an 18 to that. Yeah, perception.
No.
No, you don't see it? Okay, so right as you're about to hand it to the mayor, all of a sudden you feel this like tap on your shoulder. You just look for a second, and then Strife reaches around and grabs it and puts it in the mayor's hand. And he sneaks through and steals the. And the mayor's like, "Well, we've got a winner, I guess." And he's like, "Thank you, I'll be right back." And he starts walking towards this injured kid who's crying on the ground a couple feet away from him. And he's like, "Are you okay?" And
Hey, Mayor.
at the same time, he's like, "We need to figure out who did this." And he's like, "Guard."
Wasn't me.
And the guard starts to walk towards us here.
Strife is gonna go ahead and walk up to the mayor and just go ahead and give my prize to this kid here.
Okay.
Ah, Strife.
As the mayor sort of turns around,
this guy.
he's like, that sounds like a good plan. He was pretty injured off this. And he's like, "Did you hear that, son? You're going to be okay. You're going to bet 200 gold."
This kid's gonna blow it on freaking candy. We're gonna use it to save the world.
He got hit with an elder class. He deserves it.
For what damage?
It's quite funny.
You can punch someone and do more.
This is.
Okay, so
Okay.
the mayor sort of picks up the kid, and the guards now walk up and they go, "Okay, we didn't see who did it, but if you fess up now, it'll be better for you. Who cast that blast at this kid?" And he starts to look towards the group of you who are also sort of standing around here. Can I have Seeker roll a deception check for me?
Do I have an advantage because I'm wearing a badge from the police?
Did you flash it as he was saying that?
I didn't flash it, but it's on my
It's on
my outfit.
Okay, so you can roll with advantage. That's fine.
That's not my page. Okay, 12.
12. He looks at you for a second because you're still sort of wings flapping, and he's like, "I wish one of you would have done it. I wasn't paying enough attention. Just, give some money, whoever did it, to the priests, the Temple of Healing over there, and we'll call it quits." And he walks off. Not a very good investigator.
Yeah.
The mayor's walked off. I don't really want to deal with it.
Actually, sort of, is this in the Gerhardt Republic?
No, you're in Fallkirk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I feel like internally I'm like, wow, I'm really glad we don't have people like this in Gerhardt. I have some national pride.
Lincoln, we're going to switch to you for a second.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm awake.
So
I'm
you
here.
did notice that when those shadows had gone overhead, they went south. So while they're doing this, a couple more minutes have passed, probably about another 5 or 10. did you want to go south, or do you want to just sort of still wander the area?
Do I have a reason to suspect those shadows?
Not necessarily, but I mean, it's not normal that you just see a bunch of flashes overhead and like shadows coming from overhead, but not.
Did he
anything above
lose
it.
sight of that because of the dancing light spell?
No, he was far enough away because he's not.
Okay.
He's not in the group anymore. He had walked out, and he was sort of on the outskirts of the group.
Can I approach any of the party members and maybe bring them with me,
So
or
you
is
want
everyone else
to walk
occupied
back
with
to the
what's going on?
party? Do you want to walk back to the party when you saw those shapes?
Yeah, and I want to see if anyone's not busy with what the hell's going on, and they can join me.
Okay, so as you walk back into the group, you're sort of wandering. You see that there's been some sort of commotion. You walk up, and just as the guard is walking away, and the group is all sort of around the area. What you want to talk to anyone in particular? They're all sort of in the same area.
Well, I should be able to notice if they're busy or not, right?
Yeah.
Are they busy? Like, which ones are not busy?
I don't think anyone's busy at this
None of
point.
us are busy.
Okay, all I know is that they were trying to get a pig. Did everyone catch their pig? Like, is that done?
Strife, you didn't see it, but the pig has been caught, and it looks like that event is over.
Okay, well, if no one is still busy, I'm gonna be guys, are you ready for something amazing to happen? I have news.
That's ready to become amazing. Let's go.
Was
Really?
it that
What?
you actually won and got 200 gold? The amazing news.
I have news, yeah. Anyway,
Figure it out.
So, as you guys are talking, all of a sudden you hear an explosion to the south. And you see all of a sudden a dragon land on top of the inn. And you see it scream out, and this burst of fire goes over top of the crowd.
okay, so then now I ironically said, so you know what I was gonna say? That's it.
I don't think I'm ready for that kind of amazing.
As you
How many spells before I bring the rice? Now we have to fight a dragon.
Well, hey, we don't necessarily have to fight it. It's just there.
As that is going on, you see another 2 dragons swoop overhead and start dropping what looks like to be soldiers down into the square. You start hearing screaming as, there's dragons that are not very common in this area. And you start hearing this roar, and all of a sudden you see at top of one of the dragons, Seeker, you recognize the person up there, which is a tiefling, on top of the dragon.
Mm-hmm. She looks pretty familiar, huh?
Yeah. And she starts to swing down, and you hear this thing of people, again, they're just fleeing. What do you guys want to do? Are you guys fleeing? Are you going to try and approach them?
Approach them being the dragon.
The dragons and the people dropping down.
How far away is this person on the dragon at the moment?
At the moment, she is swooping down. All of you can start to see now that it is a tiefling with like a lavender skin, very similar in hue to another tiefling that's in your party. This person sort of has like a black tunic that's very like sort of cut just above the midriff. You can see the tight leather pants and long boots on her legs, and there's a large sword sort of sticking on her belt as she swings down. And then you see the other soldiers all sort of in a sort of red with that same sort of dragon shape that you guys had seen before, a dragon with one eye. And they're all sort of swooping down towards the square at this point.
At this
I
point,
would
I'm
say
gonna
they're
look
probably
at
about
and say,
20
where do
feet
we-
away from you guys. 20 feet from the ground,
No, not really.
but about 60
Okay,
feet away.
I'm gonna try something really amazing here. Are we still in the crowd full of people?
Yes.
Okay, I have a really cool background feature that allows me to basically convince commoners to take up arms to fight alongside me.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, right?
Oh look, I have that too.
So I'm gonna do some massive speech to everybody. I'm gonna start raise my voice like, everyone, let us work together to save the city.
Okay, one sec. Let me figure out what is the name of this thing?
It's under description.
It's Heart of Darkness.
It's under description. And you'll see it. I have that too.
They will only help you if you find yourself facing the enemy alone.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk off by myself and then be alone fighting with people. No, I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna run off in one direction towards a bunch of bad guys, away from my party, and I'm gonna use Heart of Darkness to gather all the commoners around me to help me fight in this direction alone.
So,
Why do I feel it's a bad idea?
as you're doing this, you do hear someone yell, "This way, run, this way!" So it gives you one option. As you're pulling commoners towards you, you're sort of like empowering them as you go, Lincoln. Like, join me, we can attack. So they're sort of like grouping up around you. A couple of them stop and start to go like run towards you. What are the rest of you doing? Are you gonna fight these people?
Yeah, I'm not too.
That's so. How far away is the lady on the dragon?
So as this is going on, she's now landed. She's about 60 feet away from you. You can definitely
Okay, I
make
want to
out
cast.
from...
That's in range.
No.
Yeah. Okay, what do you want to
I
cast?
would like to Eldritch Blast.
Okay. The rest of you?
I'd like to just briefly go, is there a reason why you want her dead? Because I'd be willing to help. But I need a good reason.
That's a little complicated. Just kill her and we'll worry about it later.
Yeah, just gonna distract him and go fucking go and pull out his smoke.
So you can roll for an attack there, Seeker. Strife, what were you doing, sorry?
I'm just gonna go fucking go and pull out my bow.
Okay.
No, what's the range?
And I just lost my dice.
Because it just says 15. What's the range?
While they're doing that, Lincoln, as you were there, you do approach towards a couple, looks like two soldiers have sort of landed and walking towards the group that you've sort of gathered towards you. Are you going to attack at them, or are you...
I will 100% attack at them, yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, Dungeon Master. I'm being sassy, my bad.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I will attack in a general direction.
How did you do, Secret? What was your attack roll?
It was 18.
18? Darn it, I think that was going to hit. Hold on. Darn it. Okay, if that is a hit, go ahead and roll for damage.
Maybe, 4 damage.
4 damage, okay. This blast of energy goes swooping towards this female tiefling, hitting her in sort of the chest area. She's like, "Really now? That's how you greet me?" Lincoln, so you're attacking?
Yeah, I'm attacking.
Yeah.
I told you that already. I'm attacking.
I know.
Yes.
So, if you could, why is that not there? Hold on, sorry. If you could roll for an attack with advantage, because you have some people helping you.
Hell yeah, I do. 15. What's the advantage mean? I get to roll twice?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I didn't
you
catch
roll
that,
twice,
right?
take that higher.
Oh no. Okay, 15 is the highest, but that's just a roll. Do I add something to that?
No, well,
Yeah.
you'd add your attack, whatever your attack is. For what? Are you attacking with your sword or?
Yeah, with my sword. So that's a 19
Okay.
with my sword. And remember, I always have my sword and shield on. I haven't dropped my shield ever, so it's not a double.
Okay, so that is a hit, and I'm going to say that you rolled for your the group that's helping you as well. So if you can roll for damage.
Okay. Damn it. I rolled a 1. Plus 2 is 3 damage.
Ouch.
So
Well, that's
upsetting.
okay. You still did some decent damage with your with the people helping you. You sort of attacking these two sort of soldiers. You actually.
Wait, hold on. They're sort of soldiers? What are they exactly?
These ones don't look as heavily armored as the other ones that are dropping. These ones appear to maybe be like a quick sort of soldier. Like they're a little bit more speedy. They don't have as much armor. They're only just one sword. You don't see them like the full sort of chainmail that the others have. You do end up taking down the 4 of you. So you plus 4 others that had grouped up with you. Actually, all sort of like jump on one guy and just start pounding on him. They're just punching with their fists.
I love these people that have joined me. They are very aggressive, and that's what I'm about. Yes.
And they end up taking out this one guy.
Okay.
Then the other one sort of takes a stab at one of the I'm going to just call them townsfolk, and as they're all sort of pounding on his friend, stab one of them in the back.
Did I not see this? Am I not able to?
Well, you're right there, but are you going to try and protect him? This is all sort of happening at one moment.
I absolutely am. I have a shield. I'm going to get in the way and try to protect that guy.
Okay. So
I care about the town people.
Yeah, and they all sort of attacked at the same time.
I'm aware of that.
So as he stabs, you do try to block. While this is going on, the other soldiers now have all landed and are sort of heading towards. It looks like there's about 16 soldiers now that have landed off this back of the dragon and are heading towards.
So around my area?
It looks like 2 of them have grouped off towards you, but they're not quite there. They're still like 40, 50 feet away.
Okay.
The rest of you, the other soldiers, are only about 40 feet away now. They are going towards you. Seeker, the person that you attacked. You guys, you want me to do an accent? Okay, I'll try.
Yeah.
You'll have to give me a minute on that one. She's still sort of standing back where she was. Let's see here. Does anyone else want to do anything? I know that Strife and Roxy were going to attack with a bow, I think.
Yeah, I was going to go ahead and attack with my bow.
Who are you attacking? You want to attack the soldiers or the woman?
The tiefling.
Okay.
Well, knowing that, hold on. Do I know that you have that badge?
Sorry, what? Are you talking to me?
Yes.
He's wearing it
Which
on his
badge?
armor,
Like
so you would have seen it.
It's fully
like I have
visible.
like a badge, like like something a detective would pull out in a movie.
Yeah.
But it's also on the outfit that I'm wearing.
Okay.
Roll intelligence if you want to know what it is.
I was just gonna ask is, would I know what it is?
Intelligence check.
Are you from Gerhardt?
I actually
No.
No.
That's right. Still roll intelligence check. You have traveled, right? So
Yeah. 13.
13.
And then, hold on. Gotta find it on here somewhere, wherever the heck it is. I'm blind.
It's up top. Intelligence.
There it is. +1, so 14.
14. You've seen something similar when you've traveled, just because you've traveled around when you were in Gerhardt, but you never really knew what it was. You never really encountered someone with it. But you saw it sort of usually like around the town guard when you entered cities, or the city guard, that sort of thing.
Okay, so I would know it's kind of to do with policing then.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I would definitely be siding with you, so I'd be going and attacking the other tiefling.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm at least on the right side to
So,
myself.
what did you roll for your attack roll?
21 to hit.
21, okay.
And my damage was 3.
3, okay. Roxy, what did you do? Do you roll the attack as well?
Kind of.
What's the range on my
She's
special?
still on the dragon.
It's up close. It's like 5-10 feet. You have to be pretty close for it.
She's still on the dragon.
It says like
60.
15 and then bracket
Wow.
60.
My bad.
You lose a lot of it. It's a disadvantage after the 15. So you have to roll twice and take the lowest. You have really bad shit. Because it's like a close range weapon.
How close is this bitch?
She's about 60 feet away.
Oh, she has to get closer.
So you roll, but you'd be at
I
disadvantage.
still want to know if she's on the dragon.
No, she's not on the dragon. She's on the ground. But
Okay.
so Strife, while we're waiting for Roxy to roll, Strife, you do you pull out your bow and you shoot right at her, and it does hit right into, it sort of like nicks her a little bit. She's bleeding now, but she's not really. It just sort of brushed it off as it went through. Roxy, what did you roll for your head?
She's rolling now. Well, she lost her dice. Yeah, that first roll that hit the ground was not funny. It was. I guess my eyesight's bad.
23.
23. Okay, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
Six.
6. Okay. Now, I would bring out the map, but we're getting pretty close to the end. So, what we're going to do now is this lady goes, how are we going to do this? She goes, well, I tried to get you out of the way, but you stayed. So, you will go with the rest. And she sort of teleports in between the group of you there, with the exception of Lincoln, who's off to the side. And bolts of fire shoot out in each direction. And she attacks all of you within pretty close for 17 to hit.
Oh, it's a hit. I was like, 17 damage?
I know, I had the same reaction. I was like, you guys are fucked.
That's to everyone, so except for Lincoln. So I need to know if that hit for all of you.
I'm crying a little bit. 'cause
Does that hit me?
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, it hits Esther too.
Okay, Nessie?
Yeah.
Okay, so this this blast shoots out in all directions where she lands, right in the middle, and deals. We had a bunch of d6s here. You guys shouldn't have fought.
Oh, no.
15 damage to all of you.
Whoa, rip.
I don't think I anybody
Anyone that is
Seeker
hit is
survives
fallen
and-
unconscious. You're up.
has to survive. I've been
Well,
dead.
Can I retroactively cast
this
shield?
campaign. This is the end. Everyone has died. Join us next week for a brand new start.
Did you use up shield earlier, or do you have multiples?
Sorry, what was that?
Did you use
Yeah,
up shield
shield.
earlier, or did you use shield?
I have 2 spell slots.
Okay. Lincoln, while this is going on, you still have that one other guard there that you are now sort of facing. You weren't
Okay.
able to save the one guy that got hit and
Yeah.
slashed. Are you attacking this other guy, the other soldier?
So sorry, I was able to defend the
No.
commoner.
You weren't able to defend him.
So she's.
Okay, so
So
is
he
he
was
dead or
stabbed
what?
right as you were attacking the other guy, or the other soldier.
Okay. Okay.
So that other one's dead. So now you've
Okay.
got 3 guys with you.
Would you say these people are evil?
Roll a. I guess I would say roll a perception check. Actually, no.
Perception.
Insight.
Insight check. I guess. Yeah.
How close is she
Okay.
to me now?
I rolled
You
18
were
to
just hit- How
insight.
much damage? You took 15 damage, right?
I got 5 left.
Okay. She's pretty close, about 5-10 feet.
Don't have them on each other's bitch.
Did you hear what I said?
Sorry, no, I did not. Sorry.
I rolled 18 to insight.
Insight. So you would see that they definitely are evil, if you want to say that. Yeah, I would say that they're definitely not good. It's hard for you to see too much, but they definitely have like a goal of trying to do something bad in the town. You can sort
Well,
of
I
get
don't
that.
know how like literal you want to take my traits, but one of my 2 traits is I don't run from evil, evil runs from me. So
Okay.
literally, he should be running away from me right now.
I would say
I think that's.
I'm not gonna go with that. If you really want that, I'll have you do an intimidation check.
Okay, sure. 12.
12. Unfortunately, he just looks like he's going straight towards you guys still.
That's fine. At least we tried. Wait. Do I get extra intimidation because I have like 4 commoners with me that
No.
just beat the shit out of his friend?
No, because he just killed one of them really easily.
Oh, darn.
Okay,
Okay. I'll fight him then.
you're fighting him? Okay.
Yep.
Roll to attack?
Roll to hit.
Yep,
To attack or to hit?
to hit.
15.
15. Okay, that's a hit. So, roll for your damage.
4.
Well, actually rolled really well there for you. Ooh. Almost time. So you rolled a hit. You do hit him. As you're swiping, the other 3 sort of guys get up, seeing that their friend has fallen, and they start sort of punching at him. He actually is able to sort of hold off a couple of the blows from them, and he's not quite there, but he's definitely like taking quite a few hits from you. At this point, the other 2 soldiers that had moved towards you are within about 20 feet now. And we're going to go back to the other group. So who is still up?
Me.
Okay,
Me.
Okay,
so 3 of you are still up.
3 of you? Okay.
Only me and Callie.
Who's
died.
down?
I'm
Kylie and Strife are down. So,
Holy and strike. Oh shit.
I'm going to just I'll start with Nessie, and then I'll go to, I guess we could roll for, let's roll for initiative while we're at it.
18.
Lincoln, you should roll for initiative too.
Eight.
Esther, what do you have for initiative?
Me?
Esther.
I have 10.
10? Okay.
Hit me. 21.
Yeah, you go first.
Seeing as I know who this is, would I know their relative strength compared to us?
You would know that she was definitely stronger than you because she had found some sort of other patron or god, and that's what had like when she left. That's why she left. But you wouldn't. You don't know how strong she is at this moment in time.
Right.
Okay, what are you doing, Nessie?
I'm gonna use my special.
Okay.
You'll need to help coach do this, because
Yeah. So what did you load? What type of coin? Gold, silver.
Which one's best?
gold to
Gold would be one.
copper.
So we have a bit of a special attack. So gold. Okay. So roll to attack.
And then
Of course. Right as I
scroll
go.
down to where's your? You have to go to your. Where's your money shot? There it is. Okay, so that's just that number then.
No.
Or is it? Oh no, it's plus
Plus
2.
two.
So
19.
19. Okay, that's a hit. So you load gold. How many coins? Up to 4.
4.
4. Okay. So you are shooting. So all of a sudden, you guys see this dinosaur sort of whip out under the cloak, like off her back, and shoots out this cannon or like large gun with coins just like shoot out of it. Roll 4 d6s.
oh, you can use.
My money shot people. All with an evil style. 2 2s and 2 5s.
Okay, so 14 damage. So you see this splash of coins shoot out. You have to subtract 4 gold from your inventory, and just plaster this tiefling with gold and coins. Just like melts on it. You actually see specks of these coins just like left here. What happened?
You can't use the weapon, the money shot, and then follow it up with it plastered someone.
Fine.
No, I think it works just fine.
Well, you can yell out your what you want to do for it. I'm not the one that can. That's how you say it.
No, I scream money shot.
Okay. As this is going on, you hear this dragon yell in like a girl voice, "Money shot!" All of a sudden, changing tone.
What did I sign up for? Jesus.
Okay.
Seeker, you're next. Following this.
Alright. I have one more question.
Yep.
Do I think I can beat this person?
Yeah.
With these people around me, 2 of them dead.
I would say roll a wisdom check.
Like, just straight wisdom or insight or...
Or you can do insight. Yeah, insight would be good.
well,
I'd do
passively 14, but this check is 6.
We'll go with 14. That works. You probably can't, especially with the dragons overhead and there's soldiers around. Probably not.
Ruh-roh. I don't know what to do. Guys, I think maybe we should think about like leaving, like now, right now.
Lincoln
And
can't
then I'm
leave.
gonna, yeah, I know, and then I'm just gonna cast Eldritch Blast
Okay.
because there's nothing else I can do. I want to fly up and like back. I want to back away,
Okay.
out of melee range as far as I can, I guess.
Okay.
Like I don't want the soldiers to be able to hit me from around me. And Eldritch Blast at her was 18 again.
18, so that's a hit.
Five damage.
5 damage. Can't do math. Okay. As this is going on, she looks at you and goes, Sister, this is no way to greet me and your friends. Either you surrender now and go to the camps that we have set up for people here, or, I lost the accent, my bad. Whatever. It sounded better in my head right when I started. Or I will kill you all now. Your choice.
Lincoln
Then I
can't
guess
hear.
you better kill us.
Just gonna walk away.
Lincoln
slowly.
still have no idea what's going on.
I
behind
didn't
him.
hear what you
He's
said
fighting
there,
the
Paul.
soldiers.
Sorry.
Kill you.
I kill you.
You want to kill? Okay. All right, we can do this. And I would say a group of chains. How far back would you say you moved there, Seeker, away from her? You can go 30 feet, right?
Probably, what's around me?
It's just people fleeing. There's a couple dead bodies now because all these bolts of
Is
fire
there
went out.
like a house?
You're sort of still in the middle of the square.
Okay. Probably like 20 feet back then.
Okay. So as this goes on, you see her sort of reach up with one hand and just like cast out with like her wrist, like she just threw something off of her wrist, and all of a sudden these chains shoot out towards the remaining 3 people standing here. Can I have you all roll a strength check for me? Not you, Lincoln. You're still too far away.
Okay.
What's with those?
Am I in range?
Yeah, you're within range.
Okay.
You have to roll a
Natural.
strength check. Natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
5.
5.
A strong 5 though.
A strong 5. Okay. Esther, how'd you do? Well, you can just tell me what your roll was, and I can add it to your strength. You have +1. No? Okay. So, these chains go out, capturing both Seeker, and they deal... hold on, I need to grab some D6s.
You need to grab some D6s.
Yep.
Jesus.
It deals, because I rolled 2 6s there, it deals 20
Oh.
damage to both Esta and...
23.
Yeah. No, just 20.
Oh, doesn't matter.
I don't
To
think
both
anyone...
Seeker and Esta, unfortunately. Knocking you out and sort of holding you in there. She is not trying to kill at the moment. Unfortunately, Nessa, you made it free, so you did not take that damage. It seems like you right as it hits you, you just sort of like broke it free with an arm as this chain sort of tried to wrap around you. Lincoln, you are... Nope, sorry, the soldier's next. Oh no, Lincoln, did you roll for initiative?
Yes.
Yes, I have you here. Sorry, I wrote you down, but not on my other list. You're after the soldiers. Okay, so that soldier goes to attack you again. 15 to 8. No, hold on.
If it's 15, he loses.
19 to AC.
Oh, come on!
I rolled a 15. I had to find out what his bonus was. This is 4. He deals 6 damage to you.
It's like half my health.
You should have ran when that guy said so.
I don't run from evil. It's part of my trait.
During this time, 2 other soldiers are walked up beside him. Unfortunately, they sort of look like they sprinted up there, so they don't look like they are able to attack at the moment. But they definitely, to your normal look, they definitely look very well equipped and battle hardened. And we go back to Nessie. What would you like to do?
How close are we to that building with the tunnel?
Very far.
And also, we kind of...
I just smashed right
We
through
can
it.
collapse the
We
tunnel.
collapsed the
Yeah, you
tunnel
collapsed
It's
itself.
a
tunnel.
long tunnel. Like, you would break a few
Although-
couple pieces.
Curious, the people that are down, should we roll for...
No, they weren't trying to kill him, so you guys are just knocked unconscious.
Okay.
Where is all the people? Like,
Right now, there's a bunch of guards about 20 feet away from you, and you have the tiefling standing right there, right beside you guys.
Hey, can I do something?
Not yet. It's your turn after.
Like, not fighting-wise, like perception-wise.
Okay, sure.
Well, okay. I've noticed that there's a connection between, pardon me for not remembering Pool's character's name.
You were too far away for that.
Fallkirk?
No, I have passive perception. I noticed that they're kind of talking. This chick that got off the dragon. And it's like, maybe these aren't part of the cultists. So I just want to see if I can tell if they're part of the whole cultist thing, or if they're a whole separate bad guy group, and there's 2 bad guy groups.
You notice that the symbols on the soldiers are very different from the rest of the cultists that you had met, or sort of seen the symbols of, but you don't remember anything else matching that, and you don't see anything on her that would match the cultists at all. So you could believe they're not related, or you could believe they are. You don't have enough information from your perception to see that.
Okay, well that just means that I'm still going to be very alert to other danger that might be around.
Okay.
So, as of this moment, only Nessie and Esta have actually heard the relation because everybody else was blocked out.
Correct. Yes. What did you want to do?
Where are the dragons?
The dragons are still hovering in the air. They're like 60 feet, they're about almost 140 feet away from you.
I was gonna talk to them and convince them to go with me.
You can yell up to them if you want.
Okay.
Okay. What are you saying to them?
Dude, you should be my friend and pick me up and take me away.
Okay, roll a d20. Persuasion.
Never mind.
A 1.
Someone needs new dice.
As you, she's had the most natural 20s, I swear today. As you yell up to them
20s, that's what
to come protect you and like save you and take you away, they look over at you and they just start swooping towards you. Lincoln, your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, we've almost killed this last dude, so we're going to go for the final blow if we can.
Okay.
Do we?
Okay.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That's a hit. It's going to be a kill.
And 5 damage.
5 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you...
And that's from me. And remember, I have all these people with, I
I know.
think, 3 people left.
I know.
Okay.
As
Double
you're
check it.
swinging at them, you do hit the final guy there, and they You do take them down with a quick blow. Beside you, you see your three guys start attacking these other soldiers, and they deal a little bit of damage to those soldiers as well. But it doesn't really look like it did anything to them. They just sort of like blows against the metal. One gets a little bit of a hit across the face.
Okay, are we like in like a proper combat situation?
Sort of, yeah. I just didn't bring out a map because I didn't think you guys would fight, and we're running low on time.
So this wasn't a planned fight?
Nope.
What?
Someone yelled out, "Run this way," and we were supposed to run that way, I think. But instead, you left to persuade the villagers to join you, and I attacked someone.
Yep.
This was very poorly done.
Okay, so
Well, no, I want to run away from these guys.
you've already
And
attacked.
I'm going to run
so
away.
You've already attacked. You want to run away after attacking?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Retreat.
You want to retreat? So the two soldiers that are pretty close to you are going to take a swipe at you.
No, they're not that close.
They were right beside the other one. They said
The
that.
commoners were beside me. The commoners were like a human shield wall, a meat wall.
It's okay.
They swarmed him. I'm not even close to these new guys.
Oh my God.
Listen, combat takes a long time. And these guys are new.
It's actually the opposite.
Kill us the first two. These guys are still running towards us.
17 to hit, I believe, doesn't hit you.
It doesn't, but they shouldn't be within striking range anyway. I'm arguing this.
You're not going to win this one.
Each round is like 10 seconds. It's only been 2 rounds.
Six
These guys landed off their dragons and ran towards us within like what, 12 seconds?
I
Well,
said they had
in
sprinted.
one round, you can move up to 60 feet.
Yeah.
They're not that fast. They're heavily armored.
Stop arguing with the damn DM. He's gonna screw us in the future.
So, where did I put it? Right here.
Listen, I just don't want to die again. That's all, okay? I died too much.
You have been the most to die, I think.
Nessie, as you are sort of yelling up to these dragons, the tiefling looks at you and shoots out this orb for 20 to hit. That's going to hit. Oh, no.
Rip.
Those are D8s.
Rip.
Was that natural?
Oh, I already know what she's
No, it was not natural.
using. I already know what move she's using.
Hmm?
I already know what.
Yeah, I know what's happening as well.
And you see this orb of energy go out for... That would be 17 damage. And so as you see her turn sort of towards you, she reaches out with one arm and just this orb of darkness just starts spinning towards you and
Yeah.
hits you.
No, I go Navich and run away.
So, that'll be a hit though, because you don't have any way to dodge that, do you? No.
I trip and fall and it misses me.
Nope. So you take this blast of orb that just hits you and you just fall to the ground. So Lincoln's run away. The soldier.
Successfully.
You have a range of 30 feet, Lincoln?
Pardon me?
You have a range of 30 feet?
Yeah, walking, but I'm running right now, so that's like 60, right?
You have to use your
If
action
you were
to
to
dash.
sprint, you would have had to use an action. You wouldn't have been able to attack the other guy previously.
I get 2 actions, don't I?
No. Okay.
Where's my bonus action at?
They follow you.
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus. You don't always get a bonus.
Oh.
They follow you. You have a bonus, I think, which is your heal, but you didn't use it. They follow you. Oh my god, I rolled a 1 for them.
Well, hold on. Can they? Because the commoners are fighting them right now.
The commoners are following you.
It takes time to fight commoners.
The commoners are following you. They're staying with you. You rallied them to you.
Right, here's what you said though. You literally said, the commoners jump on the new guys. You literally said those words. So
Yeah,
they don't
they
even
keep
know
jumping
that
to go
I'm
and
running
start
away right
punching.
now.
And then they saw you running, so they also started to run.
They can't. They don't have eyes in the back of their head. They have no idea what's running away.
Anyhow, they run up to you, and they swing, and for whatever reason, they just start swiping up over top of your head, and they completely miss.
Damn right they do.
It's your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
I'm gonna run and use a bonus action to run faster towards the tree line. I'm just gonna get the hell out of it.
You're in the middle of the town. There's no trees. You run into the walls?
What?
Are you running towards the walls? You're in the town still.
I want to go out of the town.
Okay, so you start running towards the gate.
Yeah, the gate. That's it. Hey, hold on. Are there guards at the gate?
You don't know that yet. You'd assume so.
For sure. I'm assuming there's guards at the gate. For sure. I'd like to use intimidation to make the trees appear, please.
You can make intimidation to tell them to stop chasing you, but you can't make trees appear with intimidation.
Tasha is giving me bad advice.
Well, don't listen to chat and let's keep going. So make a decision. What are you doing? Are you sprinting away still?
Listen, can I intimidate and sprint?
No.
No. Okay, I'm going to sprint then.
Okay. So you sprint 60 feet away towards the gate. As you sort of turn and sort of see towards the gate, you do see a dragon that is standing on top of the gate there. And there's guards that do not look like the town guard there. It looks like more of these soldiers standing all around the gate. And there's some dead bodies of the town's guard at the bottom. Unfortunately, you are now out of range, so you're no longer seen, but you no longer see the one woman that was in the middle of the group attacking the rest of your friends. The soldiers are chasing after you. They don't quite reach you though. They're tired by the time they catch up because they started sprinting as well. What would you like to do again?
Are there any more townsfolk around me?
Yes, you still have the 3 townsfolk around you.
Are there any new ones?
No.
No?
No. It's pretty much empty now in this street.
Okay, do I have actions available?
It's a new turn for you, so you have all your normal actions. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
There's a spell called Healing Word. I'm going to use Healing Word with my voice. I'm going to say, "Hublublablash," and that'll call down some light on me.
Okay.
I hope you're ready to go Hublublablash every time you want to heal now.
Yes.
No, it's always different. That's part of it. All right, so I rolled a 4. Plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which I don't know how to find. Spellcasting ability modifier.
Plus 2 spells.
So that's 6 heal if pool is right.
Yep.
Which is good. That brings me up to 12 out of 13. That's good.
So
That's good.
when you click spells, right underneath the where you can choose spells, actions, equipment, it says it right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Plus 2. Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you still running towards the gate where the soldiers are, or what do you want to do?
Well, I don't think, according to your rules, I can run and heal at the same time.
Well, you can still move 30 feet.
Right.
Healing Word is a bonus action, though, so he does still have his action.
Yes, that's right. You do have another action there.
How close are the enemy assailants?
It's about 300 feet towards the gate. You do have right behind you, like within 5 feet, are the 2 other guards chasing you.
And you said earlier these are more heavily armed guards?
Yes, these are the very well battled, hardened soldiers.
Yeah, that's scary. How far am I to my party members?
You are now about, it would be about 180 feet away. You've turned a corner as well, so you can't see them.
Cool. I'd like to concede.
Okay. So you just stop running?
No, that was a joke. I don't think I'm allowed to do that because I'm the same character. My character would not do that. However, I would like to intimidate them.
Okay.
Because I just said Haglugablash and healed with light, and that's very intimidating. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 7.
So you yell at them some sort of intimidating thing like, stay back or I'll kill you.
Yep, that sounds pretty good.
They just look at you like you're crazy. Did you
Well,
want to
maybe
move
I am.
your 30 feet or
I kill you, I kill you, I said.
Okay.
I literally said to them, I kill you.
Okay.
I kill you.
As you say that, it'll go to their turn.
Hold on, was that an action to intimidate? I guess it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. Did
All right.
you want to move still or are you good? Almost. Okay.
I want to move still. I want to
Okay.
run.
You still keep moving.
Continue running.
Okay.
My normal speed.
Okay. So now as you move forward, you are actually now, you notice that some of the guards at the gate have pulled out a couple bows and are aiming them at you.
Boats?
Bows.
Bows.
So,
Beads?
they,
Okay.
Bounce.
natural 20.
On the bad guys or the good guys?
On to them, they're good. Against you. So, they reach out and, well, it's actually not that bad. Not as bad. They hit you for 7 damage. Oh, sorry, that's doubled. That would be 12 damage.
I'm dead.
So you fall to the ground. As you start to fall to the ground, you see the other 2 soldiers catch up to the rest of the townsfolk. They stab 2 of them, and they kill both. And the third one just sort of stands there like not moving because he sees that you're dead. And with that, or not necessarily dead, you're unconscious. And with that cliffhanger, what's going to happen to them next week? So we will see you guys next week, and we're going to call it for the night now. What's going to happen to you guys? We'll find out.
What a cliffhanger!
Yep. Are you dead or are you not?
What's gonna happen?
Or is it going to be a whole new campaign? We'll find out.
We'll find out.
I hope not.
Bye, all.
Bye. Bye, chat. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Hi. Thanks for watching. If you missed last week's episode, click right here. If you want to get up-to-date notifications of when we're live, click subscribe down below and then hit the little bell. If you want early access to these videos and some other bonuses, head over to our Patreon. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest news of Reckless Rolling or the Arctic Storm, join us on Twitter or join us on the Discord. I'm Thunder Knight, and this has been Reckless Rolling.